Back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's so good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos. So press the subscribe button for an extra greeting. Folks, new year, same intro. I'm not changing for shit. So I've talked a lot about TikTok on my channel, okay? I've TikToked a lot about TikTok on my channel, okay? I've also made that pun way too many times, and I'm not gonna stop. Seriously though, I've made a lot. I've made a lot of videos about TikTok, and every time I make one, I'm like, okay, this is it. That's the last one. This is it. That's a nail in the coffin. And I don't know why I keep lying to myself. I know it's not gonna be the last one. The app is full of shit. Filled to the brim, okay? It's overflowing with poo-poo, and I can't not make videos about it, okay? I'm gonna be making videos about TikTok until I'm dead, basically. I'm gonna come back as a ghost and still make videos about TikTok, dude. I can't escape it. But before we watch stupid TikTok videos, a quick history lesson, an internet history lesson. So we all remember Team 10, right? How could you forget? They're the internet's favorite rascals, the little YouTube rascals. Yeah, you know, you got Chad, the Martinez twins, the Dobre brothers at one point, Tristan, Anthony, and of course, the creator, Jake Paul. The videos were good, they were nice, it just everybody loved them so much. I'm kidding, obviously, everybody fucking hated Team 10. Team 1 out of 10. Is what they should have been called. But to recap everything, there were like a group of YouTubers who lived in a house. Jake Paul like took percentages of all the creators, and they just all like collaborated and made videos together. But they were in the news for just like being really disruptive to their neighbors.
Say that he's been filming dangerous stunts and he's putting people in danger.
Jake Paul jumped on top of like a news van.
Jake, I wouldn't do that.
And then a bunch of people like left Team 10 and it's like hardly anyone in it now. I don't even know. I looked it up and like it's very vague. I don't know. But after that whole debacle, you would think that people would be like, oh, okay, that was a bad move. Maybe putting a bunch of young internet stars in the house with each other is a bad idea. There's ego and, you know, jealousy and all that. But we never learn anything, so obviously it's happening again. Just like how they made MagCon 2 with the Lights Out tour. They're making a Team 10 2. Team 12. Team 102. A Team 10 2. They're making a sequel, another Team 10 called The Hype House. Cause nothing says hype like a fucking 15-year mortgage, dude. Yo, dude, I paid my property taxes last week. Shit was fire. Check out those new shingles, they're lit, huh? So the Hype House is basically TikTok's Team 10. Alliteration. Wow. It's a big, big house where all of TikTok's most talented creators can dance with each other and grow their followings together. And that's great, you know, on paper that seems like a great idea, but in practice, when you see it, it's so weird. So the way they announced this whole like Hype House thing was happening was on the official Hype House TikTok. Let's just watch it. I'm gonna show you guys how they introduced the Hype House to the world.
Let me get this dress.
Okay, a few things. One, it's such a cult. Dude, if I walked into a room and I saw that, like a bunch of fucking random people in like wearing the same outfit, same white shirt and blue jeans, and like, hey man, I'm running the opposite way, and I'm calling the cops while I run away, okay? So if you're ever at the Hype House, if you ever find yourself at the Hype House, don't drink the Kool-Aid or the fucking Bang Energy. Don't drink the Bang Energy, okay? When you're at the Hype House. And also, two, would it kill you to get at least one person of color in there? Just one. That's like, you couldn't even just do one? Really, guys? Like, I honestly can't tell if this is the Hype House TikTok page or an avalanche on a ski hill. I cannot tell the difference. Okay? It's so white. Dude, I just realized this video reminds me of that fucking sorority video with all the girls in the hands.
We've been waiting for you all summer, and we're so glad you're finally here.
Okay, so if you're not in the TikTok world, you're probably thinking, who are these people? Let's figure them out. What do they do? Well, here you go. Here are all the members. We got white boy in middle part, white boy with, trust me, they're all the same. So this is very weird, obviously, and it's gonna pain me to say this, but dude, I think Team 10 was better than this. I know. Team 10's content was very bad. Just terrible. Some of the worst content ever. But at least they were trying. And like, this isn't like Team 10 wasn't like the only other one. There were so many. There were so many other collab houses or creator house. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but there was like the O2L mansion back in the day. All the Viners at 1600 Vine. The Clout House. You know, the Brandio Bungalow. Cool Guy Condo. And obviously the Yummy Yummy I Got Me Some Followers Townhouse. Those last three were made up, but you know what I mean? There was a bunch of them, okay? And I'm sure that's fine for some people. You know, some people may watch those videos and be like, that's so cool. All the creators I like are living in the same house. That's great. But like, for example, when I would watch all the vines that they made at like 1600 Vine in those like fucking bland gray apartment buildings, like there was a part of it that was just so like disingenuous to me, you know? Like in their mind, they were like, if I want to be successful, I got to make more videos with fucking Peaks and Jerry Perp Drank and Hannah Stocking, you know? Like, it kind of just felt like some weird, shitty content factory where it's just quantity over quality. And I feel like that's mostly the case for these types of houses. And don't get me wrong, dude. I understand I'm not gonna fucking sit here and act like I've never made videos with other people, right? Like, I understand the idea of collaborating, obviously. And I understand, like, putting, like, you know, popular people together, right? Like, for example, when I saw that John Mulaney was on a segment of Patriot Act with Hassan Minhaj, I was fucking stoked, dude, because those are two comedians who I like really, really like. And I was like, oh great, they're together? You know, like two comedians like joking and riffing with each other. It was really cool to see. And this is the same as like musicians, right? Like, you know, if they collaborate and they make a song together, people get excited about that. And that's how it's supposed to be. But two TikTok stars, like just making a video together, just like them standing together and not even fucking doing anything. They're just like, yep, but look, I know you know me because you're following me, but look at the other person who you also follow. They're there too. Yeah. And we're there, and we're both here, so if you just like the video, that'd be great. Okay, bye, fuck you. It's just weird, right? Like, that would not be allowed in any other field, right? Like, picture like two musicians collaborating, and they just didn't fucking make anything. People would be pissed off. Yo, I've been waiting for this Frank Ocean song featuring Enrique Iglesias for so long, dude. I've been waiting on this collab. Finally.
Hey Frank, it's me, Enrique. Good to see you.
Wow, so good to see you, man. So glad we finally got to meet up.
Me too.
The
oh
fuck?
My god. Hey, is that popcorn almost ready? I'm starving. You're starving? Yeah, me too.
Audio of them making popcorn?
Yeah, I think the popcorn's done.
Yum.
Nice. I'm excited.
It is.
Popcorn. This is gonna be some good popcorn. So
what
good
the fuck?
To see you. Man, whoever thought we were making a song together is a fucking dumbass. Dumbass, yeah.
Aw, dang it. Let's watch another one. Oh, that's it. Oh, dude.
That's it?
Oh, man. And how many likes did that one get? Hey, guys. Too much. For what? For why?
For why?
Am I bitter? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely I am. I have to work so hard at what I do. These fucking people just gotta do a calf raise. And they get 1 million likes. Not even a farmer, dude. Those are the real calf raisers. Because like a calf, you raise it to become a cow. TikTok, it's just little dances. That's all it is. I've accepted it. That's fine. Whatever. But you know what? I'm about to say it. Most of these fucking people aren't even good at dancing. And listen, I'm no groove connoisseur, okay? But I know a good dance when I see it. I've seen Step Up 2, The Streets. I know enough. But a lot of these dances, like, aren't even real dances, right? Because, like, the phone, they gotta put the phone, they gotta, like, prop it up, portrait mode, and it's, like, static. So most of the dances they can do are just, like, they don't move their feet. They're just, like, moving their arms a bit. You know, straight up, like, all TikTok dances, like, look like you're, like, stuck in quicksand. And you gotta, like, dance your way out of it. You can't move your fucking legs because they're sinking. But just like imagine like if those dances replaced like other dances, it'd be weird, right? Just imagine. I'm not going to give you any examples. Just kidding, I will. Here you go. Hey judges, kind of nervous, sorry. I've been a dancer for a while now, and I'd love to show you what I can do. Alright, everyone make some noise for the bride and groom. Finally gonna share their first now. Oh, not hype! Let's watch a few more of these videos.
Who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. Do that. Okay. Who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. Okay.
You listen, I know you guys might not get it, but it's funny because like that's not their voices.
Who are you?
And they're moving their lips to make you think that it is. And they smile and laugh at the end. So that's what we do. And that's 1 million likes, bro. I don't get all the videos, man. All the videos are just people doing the exact same dances to the same songs, but they're just like swapping people out. Like, doesn't it get old? I don't get it, man. Maybe I'm getting old. Okay, maybe that's it. I feel like that's for sure it, dude. Another thing I noticed, dude, they have like no furniture, and I think that's really fucking funny. Bro, when you think about it, when you actually sit down and think about it, bro, these kids these days, too focused on getting clout when they should be focused on getting couch. Dude, it's just so weird to have a mansion, a literal mansion, with no furniture, dude. You're doing it all wrong. Man, just like a picture of fucking TikToker on cribs, dude. So right here is the laundry room. We don't have a washer and dryer. So this is the bathroom. As you can see, we don't have a toilet because we don't fuck with that. We kind of just head out into our garden in our backyard. We just kind of crouch down and pinch loaves out there. It's actually working out kind of well. All right, so guys, this is the backyard. It's pretty nice. Sorry, can we cut? I'm sorry. Huh? This backyard smells like shit, dude. Yeah, no what did I just tell you? We all shit out here. Yeah, why though? Ugh. All right, thank you MTV for checking out my fucking crib. It was hype. What are you doing? You guys can fucking leave now. Okay, Hey guys, I'm editing right now. When I filmed that thing, it was like a joke saying that they don't have a washer and dryer. But then I watched a vlog of theirs where they say they don't have a washer and dryer, dude.
And then there's our laundry room, but we don't have washer and dryers yet, so we're gonna figure it out.
It's too perfect. Okay, when I was going through these Hype House TikToks, I got to thinking, you know, how did this all come to be? How did this happen? Who orchestrated this whole thing? So I decided to do a little research. It really helped me, so I had to watch some vlogs from TikTokers, and that's what I found out. Also, that was the worst research I've ever had to do. Dude, I had to watch a vlog from a guy named Hootie. And his brother fucking Blowfish, I'm sure. I know it's not his fault that that's his name. So it's the parents, dude. If I was named Kurtis Conner, well, I'm gone. I would not talk to my parents anymore, dude. Like, okay, fuck you guys. Ruined my life. I'm gone. Oh my god, imagine introducing yourself as Hootie. Oh, hey man. What's your name? Oh, hi, my name's Hootie. Ah, he's running away. Fuck, man, every time. But I didn't actually learn that much from Hootie's vlog, so I had to watch another vlog from the Lopez brothers, who are like these two dancing brothers who are moving into the Hype House. Sound familiar? Dancing brothers? Just like Team 10? I just blew this case wide open. But in their vlog, they're talking to some guy and he starts talking about the house. So this is the guy who founded the house. So let's cut to that clip.
It took me 13 days to make this house possible. 13 days.
That's
From the idea to calling places, touring places, and making it happen.
That's gas.
That's gas indeed. So this guy, Thomas Petru. So I guess one day he was like, all right, I'm gonna get a mansion, fill it with famous white kids, and they're gonna dance. Genius, right? Not weird at all. Just to be like, hey everyone, I'm 21. Do you kids wanna come live in my house? So I did some more research on this guy, and guys, he used to work for Team 10. If I thought I blew the case wide open before, but now it's... the case can never be closed. He made a video like last May talking about how he's working at Team 10 and what he does there.
Currently at the Team 10 house, about to get in for work.
He says that he produces and edits videos like for the people in Team 10.
I help others create and develop content, and then I help edit content, and I'm going to be producing content.
And that video is sponsored by none other than Bang Energy, dude. How perfect is that? I don't even have to make a callback joke. He did it for me.
Thank you, Tommy.
One of the greatest drinks ever.
So a few months go by and he makes another video in August, 3 months later, saying that he got fired from Team 10. And that video is also sponsored by Bang Energy, which is very funny to have a fucking I was fired video, a really heartfelt video being sponsored by a fucking pina colada energy drink.
Sipping on one of their delicious pina coladas.
I need all the energy I can get for all the resumes I have to hand out now, and that's where Bang comes in.
As of yesterday, I was fired for no reason.
So I guess after that happened, after he got fired from Team 10, he was like, I'll make my own house. Yeah, I'll get a house and I'll fill it with a bunch of white people, and I'll find my own pair of dancing brothers. You'll be sorry, Jake. You'll be sorry. You'll rue the day you ever wronged
Tommy.
Man, this Thomas guy is like Syndrome from The Incredibles. You know, he was wronged by Mr. Incredible, Jake Paul, in this situation. So he's setting off to, you know, to create his own thing and get back and destroy Jake Paul. Damn. So if a story breaks with a bunch of big robots destroying Jake Paul's house, I think we know who did it. But I mean, I read an article about this whole thing, about the Hype House. Someone wrote an article about it. And apparently, this Thomas guy isn't taking a percentage from any of these TikTokers, which is good. I admire that. I think that's a good idea. You know, once you get money involved, people start, you know, getting greedy and stuff and think they deserve it more and everything, you know? And I think that's why a lot of people left Team 10. I don't know, man. It's working for them. People seem to like it. The fucking Hype House TikTok has 4 million followers already, which is frustrating because there's so many really funny TikTokers I've found in the last few months, and I wish they would all have a house together and make funny content and good content. I don't know what I'll put on the screen right here, like TikTokers that I really like, who I think are funny, who you should give your attention to, who you should hype them up, instead of these people who do calf raises. Unless the people in the Hype House actually make a TikTok of them raising a calf to be a cow, then I'll be happy. I don't know, maybe one day I'll start the fucking Kurtis cottage, and then the floor will be quicksand, and there'll be no water, there'll be no running water. It'll be like in Mr. Deeds, when the water fountain shoots out Hawaiian Punch, it'll be that.
That's Hawaiian Punch.
But also in the shower heads, and it'll just be Bang Energy everywhere.
That's Bang Energy.
Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed me complaining about TikTok again. If you did enjoy the video, please press the like button, because 1 like equals 1 little baby calf to be raised by a TikToker. Also, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this whole Hype House shit. Let me know your predictions, how long it's gonna last, what's gonna happen, who knows? So yeah, leave a comment, let me know. Also, don't forget to press that subscribe button, because I make a video every week, mostly, and they're a lot of fun. And as soon as you press that subscribe button, you become a valued member of Kurtis Town. If you don't know, Kurtis Town is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. If you want to check out the other stuff I do, you can check the description. If you like my Instagram, my Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. If you enjoy my videos, you'll enjoy the podcast as well. Also, I got some shows coming up on the West Coast. So yeah, come on out to those. It's going to be a fucking good time. Merch down there too. All that good shit. Check it out. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later. I've been Curtis. I got to go though. I got to go fucking throw out all my furniture so I can be a famous TikTokie. Bye. Hey guys, before we get into the video, did you know I have a podcast? I have a weekly podcast called Very Really Good. You know, we talk about some funny stuff, we watch some silly videos. Sometimes I got guests on there like Hank Green or D'Angelo Wallace or even the Da Vinci twins. So yeah, if you want to subscribe to the podcast channel, it's in the description. Appreciate the support and hope you enjoy the video. See ya. Okay, folks. Over the years, I've made 3 videos about people lying on the internet for attention, and they're a lot of fun. I don't know if they're fun for you, but I have a lot of fun when I look at these posts of people lying because they're always so obvious. It's amazing. And whenever I see a long text post of someone lying, I picture them typing it like this. And I laugh every time because that's so goddamn fun. And it's been a while since I made one of these videos. The last one I did was in 2019. You guys remember that year? 2019? The last time we were all truly happy? Crazy. And with so many huge historical, cultural events that have taken place since the year 2019, there's been a lot of misinformation and propaganda that has been spread on the internet. And those are just big fancy words for lies. So I thought now was a great time to revisit this topic of people lying on the internet, because we gotta put an end to this, man. People are lying all the time. I'm fucking lying to you right now. Look. Yeah, none of this is real. We don't exist.
Attention, all Sussy gamers. What did you do with Big Jungle? We know you're the sus imposter, and I saw you.
Okay, this is real now, I think. This is real background, okay? All right, without further ado, let's look at some lies. Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me with that? This is a certified lie, dude. You gotta be kidding me with this. Okay, now this? You expect me to believe this? This is a pure lie. Oh my god, bro. Stop lying, you know? Okay, sorry. I'm lying. Video starting now. The first internet lie that we're gonna look at today comes from the rejected Batman villain of YouTube, Jake Paul. I was eating eggs for breakfast this morning, scrolling through Twitter, when a small piece of an egg came out of my mouth and landed upon my iPhone screen, favoriting a tweet on my timeline. I'm sat here wondering if the egg really liked the tweet, or if this was just an accident. Dude, it'd be so funny if he wasn't even eating eggs for breakfast, you know? Yeah, so I was eating Fruit Loops this morning. A piece of an egg came out of my mouth. I'm really scared. But back to this tweet. I highly doubt this happened. I mean, I don't doubt that a piece of an egg came out of his mouth and fell onto his phone, because for sure this guy eats with his mouth wide open. Look at him. I think Jake Paul actually grew a beard because so much food was falling out of his mouth and he needed something to catch it. Has food ever fallen out of my mouth before? Absolutely. I'm only human. But when that happens to Jake Paul, it's bad and gross, and I hate him for it. You know what? Just to prove Jake wrong, let's go test this out. Okay, I made egg, and I got a camera here recording this, trying to make this as scientific as possible. So my hypothesis, not gonna work. It's not, there's no chance. Okay, actually on second thought, you know when you just start a new Twitter account and you don't have a profile picture yet, so it just gives you the egg?
Oh my god.
I don't know, dude. Maybe Twitter coded something into their app that lets you like tweets with egg. I don't know. So I'm gonna do my own tweet. I'm just gonna tweet egg. It'll be super random to the people who see it right now, but when the video comes out, it'll make a bunch of sense. So I'm gonna go send tweet. Moment of truth, guys. Oh, I'm Jake Paul, just about to eat an egg. Oh no! Dude, this fucking liar. He's lying to us. See if I can just like it with it. What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing, man? Okay. Okay, that's weird. So you can like a tweet with an A. I'm not really sure what to do with this information, but I don't know if you can drop it on and then have it like it, you know? Well, that was a fun experiment. I'm glad I did that. Let's go back to my room.
Or like fake call.
Okay, that was a fun little goofy one to start off with, but we're gonna move on now to some more serious lies. Lying about an egg is one thing. You know, we've all done it. But lying about something serious, like vaccines and, you know, just public health, super shitty thing to do. And I know talking about COVID and the vaccines can be a little tricky because, you know, some people just don't want to get the vaccine or they don't want to wear a mask, you know, because it's their own personal choice. And I think that's great. You can do whatever you want. Even though that personal choice of yours puts the general public at risk and allows the already dangerous virus to mutate and become more dangerous and infectious as time goes on, essentially killing thousands and forcing the economy to collapse over and over again because of impending lockdowns and failing businesses, all because you won't get a simple free needle in your arm. So yeah, totally a personal choice. So if you don't want to get the vaccine, you're fucking cool, man. Wow, you're so awesome, dude. We're peasants. We're peasants compared to you. We are beneath you. You should be on a separate planet for cool people who get tons of pussy, I'm sure. Sorry. It's just fucking annoying, you know? And it's one thing to not want the vaccine, but to go on the internet and just spread lies about it? Whoa. Whole other kind of shitty. Like this one. I asked my son who works at a computer software manufacturer if he ever heard of graphene oxide. Sorry, a little context here. So there's apparently a Facebook article going around saying that the COVID vaccine had graphene oxide in it and that it had like little like nanotechnology that will like control the human population. But if you just Google it really quick, you find out that it's obviously not fucking true. So that's what this is about. So I asked my son who works at a computer software manufacturer if he ever heard of graphene oxide. And he said, yeah, they're using it to create artificial intelligence systems. When I told him that's what was in the jab, his jaw dropped. His words were drones. They are making drones. If people out there think this is true, they think the vaccine will turn you into a drone, and they still don't want to get it? What's it gonna take? To me, that sounds fucking awesome. I get to be a flying robot? Okay. Dude, even if they were like, hey, dude, this will actually give you COVID, but you'll be a fucking drone. I'd be like, okay, yep. Insert it. Put it in me. Flying robots can't get sick. Fill me up. Also, out of all the vaccine conspiracy theories, this is the craziest one for sure. What? How do you even think of this? They are making drones. Hot boy summer? No, sir. It is a drone boy summer. Yo, just got the vaccine, dude. What's the move? You guys need any aerial footage of the woods? I'm your guy. All right, we got another one that pertains to the vaccine. This is one of those posts where someone will transcribe a very real conversation they had to show you how smart and witty they are in their everyday life. This one comes from Todd Starnes. He's verified on Facebook, so let's see what this guy does. Oh, what the fuck? Oh no, I feel bad. Oh God, K, just not a real guy. What the fuck? Who photoshopped this? Why does he look like that? Dude looks like a fucking earwax sculpture. Why does he look like that? Okay, sorry, that photo really caught me off guard. Okay, Todd Starnes, author of popular books like Silencing the Lambs, God Bless America, and who could forget the classic, They Popped My Hood and Found Gravy on the Dipstick. Real book title, real book cover. Gross. Okay, so this is his post. Store clerk. Sir, have you been vaccinated? Me. Do you have a sexually transmitted disease? Store clerk. Flustered. That's none of your business. Me. Exactly. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna buy my Nutter Butters somewhere else.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What is the point he's trying to make? Asking someone if they're vaccinated is not the same as asking someone if they have herpes. I mean, maybe if you're having sex with every single person you're coming into close contact with, then maybe. Yeah, that's a fair question. But I don't think you're doing that, Todd. Like, this is why I hate political commentators so much. Like, they use the literal dumbest reasoning to back up their shitty take, and they walk around like they're the smartest people in the world. And yeah, I'll do the exact same thing, but at least I don't pretend like I'm some genius. I simply am a genius. Oh, yeah. And also, hey Todd, this didn't happen. You know what we're gonna do? For any fake situation someone posts about, for any fake situation that we read in this video, I'm gonna recreate it, like using my green screen. Because when it's just text, I feel like our brains try to like fill in the gaps and like try to rationalize it to be like, yeah, maybe that did happen. Because humans are like the most gullible species ever. I say that like I'm not also a human. I am. I may be a genius, but I'm still one of you, don't worry. But yeah, I think seeing these situations in not text form will prove that they didn't fucking happen. So I present to you the Nutter Butter incident. Sir, have you been vaccinated? Do you have a sexually transmitted disease? That's none of your business. Exactly. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to buy my Nutter Butters somewhere else. And based on my logic, since we've come into close contact with each other, we have to have sex now. Okay, yeah, that's fair. There's about to be a bunch of gravy on my dipstick. Okay, never mind. I actually think that sentence just gave me herpes. Not again. Okay, enough of the vaccine stuff. Let's move on. The point I'm trying to make here, if you're eligible, please get the vaccine. It's the responsible thing to do. I have shows coming up and I want to do them. Yeah, okay, that's the real reason. Forget about all the immunocompromised people you're gonna save and all the medical staff that you're helping out. Not important. Get vaccinated so I can tell jokes on stage. For money. I'm kidding, obviously. It's a good thing to do. Go get it. All right. Next lie. This young man was praying before his meal when a group of liberal atheists mocked him, chanting, "Prove your God is real. Prove your God is real." It was then his salt shaker fell, and the image of Christ the Savior appeared. The group of non-believers fell to their knees and prayed for forgiveness. We serve an awesome God. Amen. Yeah, I guess it is pretty awesome that instead of, stopping global warming or world hunger or James Charles, God is focused on making big art attacks of his son. Is that Jesus? Yeah. Okay. He's my son, No, I know that. Oh. Ow! Assault! Did you say salt? What? No, that's my son, Oh yeah, also I made a quick art attack reference before that sketch, and I really hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Remember that show, Art Attack? If you didn't watch Art Attack, the host, Neil Buchanan, he would teach you how to make a bunch of crafts, and like halfway through the episode, he'd be like, it's time for a big art attack. And he'd make this huge design out of like salt or something, and he was tight as fuck. So, okay, the host of Art Attack is God, is what I'm saying. It even confirms it in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art attack in heaven. Okay, so this next one is a doozy. I have a feeling it might be fake, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Okay, so we got a Snapchat picture here. Babe, don't get mad. I gotta show you something. I told my dad yesterday I was gonna see you today, and he thought it would be funny to jump on me to wake me up, and he gave me a hickey. I was like, really? This bitch is huge. My mom said I look like white trash. Alex, you got me fucked up. Okay. So there's like 3 possibilities that like explain this picture. One, this was like a funny idea that someone had, so they staged this whole thing for some likes and retweets. That's what I think it is, or that's what I hope it is at least. Possibility 2, this is real, and this Alex person cheated on his girlfriend, and this was like the best lie that he could come up with. Possibility 3, this is real, and Alex's dad actually gave him a hickey as a prank. And look, obviously it's weird as fuck when people sexualize like parent-child relationships. It's like when everybody was freaking out about Tom Brady like kissing his son. It's his son who he loves. He's giving him a kiss. I don't think that's that big of a deal. But yeah, maybe don't give your son a hickey, right? I think we can all agree on that. I think as a society, we can draw the line there. I also like in the message it says, my mom said I look like white trash. Yeah, if your dad's giving you hickeys, I feel like you are white trash. Also, bro, it's so funny to imagine this kid, Alex, going to school the next day if this is true. Yo, Alex, what's good, man? Yo, bro, what's good? Right there. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, yeah, bro. Wait, hold up. What's that on your neck, dude? Come on, bro. Knock it off. It's nothing. Oh, come on, man. Let me see it. Oh, that's a big one, dude. Nice. I know, man. It's crazy. Yeah, that's my man. Yeah, bro. Hell my dad's hilarious. Yeah, bro. Totally. Wait, what? The hickey. It's obviously a fucking prank. An epic prank by my dad. He woke me up this morning. Lashed onto my neck like a fucking vampire, dude. He got me good. I don't know, dude. That's not normal. Really? I feel like you need to confront him about this. Okay, yeah, now that I think about it, that is a little weird. Okay, thanks, man. I'm gonna go talk to him. All right, good luck.
What's up, pranksters? Today, we're gonna gentrify our neighborhood as a goof.
Hey,
stay tuned.
Hey, Dad. Oh, hey, son. Hey, what did your girlfriend have to say about that thing, huh? Nothing. She actually broke up with me last night over Snapchat. Hey, why'd you do this? My friend said it's not normal. You know, I always can't believe that you fucking fell for that, dude. Idiot. What? That's 2 pranks in one day. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, you look like white trash.
Mom, what the fuck? All right, we've got another real story that totally happened, so I'll read it first and then I'll reenact it on the green screen. When I was 8, I found my mom a really nice present, earrings, for her birthday while we were at the store. I was gonna pay separately with some pocket money so that it was a surprise for her. Some Karen said, "You don't need those, you little rat. You ain't a girl," and took them off me. So at this point, 8-year-old me was furious. So while she was away from her shopping cart getting something, I put glue from a nearby shelf on the wheels. It was quick drying stuff, and when she got back, she pushed her cart and it didn't go anywhere. Suddenly the glue snapped or something and she went flying into 3 people. I don't know what was better, the noise she made or the fact that she was banned forever. All right, now you're familiar with the story. Now I present to you the snapping glue incident.
Perfect. Earrings. This would be great for my mom. You don't need those, you little rat. You ain't a girl. What? That was mean. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, glue. Yeah, put the glue on the wheels. That'll teach her. Whatever. Stupid bitch. Real. What's going on here? What the heck? My cart won't move. What? Oh, something's wrong. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, you're banned forever.
You see? Ridiculous. Pretty obvious without the reenactment, but I thought it'd be funny. If they ended the story with "then everybody clapped," then I would have believed it, but you didn't. Sorry. All right, folks, I want to talk about one more thing in this video. There's like a new-ish trend going around on TikTok called shifting. Quick warning before I talk about shifting. If you're into it, if that's your thing, great. Good job. But I learned the hard way from talking about shifting on my podcast that if you say anything even remotely negative about shifting, a lot of people get very mad at you. So if you don't want to hear me poke fun at it, this is your opportunity to click away. All right, fucking idiots, right? I'm kidding. So there's a trend on TikTok where I feel like it's mostly like younger people, you know, teenagers, will use guided meditation to transport themselves to their desired reality. Not their physical self, obviously, like their consciousness, I guess. You know, they'll shift to their favorite anime universe or Riverdale or something. They'll shift to a reality where, you know, everybody is a drone, you know? But the most popular reality that people shift to is Hogwarts, like Harry Potter. And when I first heard about this, obviously I was like, but apparently this is a thing you can do. I will say that it's very weird that out of every possible reality that you could travel to, you choose to just go to school? Fuck's up with that? You could shift to a reality where you could fly, or a reality where you're over 6 feet, but you're just like, you know what would be awesome? Magic homework. And I know a lot of people have talked about this already, but I'm including shifting in this video in particular because, I don't know, I feel like people are just straight up lying about it. You know what I mean? Call me crazy, but I don't think you went to a secret magic castle in Scotland that trains you to become a magician. And if you're upset with me, just shift to a reality where I didn't say this, and we're all good. Fuck, man, you can tell how careful I'm being talking about this shit. I'm terrified of some people from the Harry Potter reality shifting over here being like, hey, I heard you called us magicians, muggle. I don't want that. If this is a thing you can do, if you can go to other realities, cool, dude. You should be in the MCU. But if you're using it as a form of like escapism or as like a coping mechanism, just be careful. Because if you make a video of yourself hysterically crying because you want to go back to Hogwarts so bad, maybe stop doing that. But hey, what do I know? I've never even been to a damn potions class. Maybe I'm just getting old. But every time I see a TikTok of someone being like, I went to Hogwarts, my first thought is, no, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. It's like when I made that video about subliminals a few years ago. Like when people would claim that like just positive affirmations over and over again would make you look like Ariana Grande. No, it won't. Back to shifting, all the TikToks about it are just people with their hands over their mouths or something, and that flashing colors effect with a bunch of text explaining what happened when they shifted. Like no one actually ever like vocally says what happened, which is kind of a red flag for me. For example, this TikTok. Hi, just got back from shifting realities and I was literally a Slytherin prefect and had all the fucking Hogwarts tea. Cedric Diggory, if you're reading this, you're a hoe. Hit Hagrid up for that premium weed. Yeah? And I can confirm George and Fred were packing. Okay? Weird details to return with. The point I'm trying to make is literally anybody could make a TikTok like this and pass it off as the truth. Watch.
I shifted to Hogwarts last night, and the craziest thing happened. I walked into Potion's class, and Dobby was twerking his tiny cheeks. He for real popped his fat, smelly elf bussy. I'm Voldemort now.
See what I mean? But dude, there was one TikTok I saw that really does not help the shifting community at all in terms of like people taking it seriously. So let's watch it.
We have all been saying, all over this app, I hear everyone say, I want my letter to Hogwarts, or I wish so bad that Hogwarts could be real. Well, I'm here to tell you that it is. Not just because we saw it in the sky, even though that's like proof. And yesterday, I got my letter to Hogwarts. And no, I didn't print it off there.
Bro. I'd like to call bullshit on this one, please. You're capping, all right? You've activated my cap card. How about you take off that sorting cap? That's another joke. We're like Harry Potter and the Goblet of Liar. I feel like I'm just being mean, but you didn't get a letter from Hogwarts. You know why? Not real. Hasn't J.K. Rowling done enough damage? We don't need people getting on the internet being like, look what I'm going to magic school. Okay, this is what I think happened. I think she probably told someone that she shifted to Hogwarts. So that person 100% went to the internet, printed off some fake Hogwarts letter, put it in her mailbox to like mess with her, like epic prank style. That's for sure what happened. But who could pull off such an awesome prank? All right, that does it for this episode of Please Stop Lying. Or keep it up. Who knows? Do what you want. I don't care. The truth sucks most of the time. So I get why people are just fucking lying and believing these lies. I get it. And if I could shift to another reality, dude, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I'm going to try. How about we put on some calming music? All right? We'll get a meditation going and we will shift from this current reality to the current reality with a capital C, because
this video is sponsored by Current. Folks, banks are weird, okay? And frankly, they stink. If I know I have to go to the bank one day, the night before, I can't sleep because I know I'll have to spend an hour at the bank for something that should take like 30 seconds. But with Current, you don't have to worry about stressful bank trips anymore because Current is the future of banking. They don't hide information from you like traditional financial institutions. Current keeps it simple, authentic, and direct. No hidden fees, no hidden anything, actually. And they have tons of incredible benefits and services, but the most amazing part, everything can be done right on the Current app. That's right, folks. No more walking into a stinky old bank. And to make things even cooler, Current and I are giving away $5,000. And all you have to do is click the link in my description, sign up for Current using code Kurtis Conner, and we will send 10 people $500. And it's super quick and easy. You can sign up in less than 2 minutes. So what the heck you waiting for? Also, a few of the people who won $500 in the last Current giveaway I did a few months ago tweeted me saying how hyped they were that they won the $500. And that could be you, dude. So yeah, again, click the link in my description, sign up for Current using code Kurtis Conner to enjoy the future of banking, and you'll also have the chance to be one of 10 lucky people to win $500. All right, thanks again to Current for sponsoring this video. Hope you guys check them out because it helps me out a bunch when you guys check out the sponsors, and you could win $500, dude. So yeah, thanks again to Current for sponsoring the video. Back to me. How fucking good was that segue? The current reality, the current? I'm insane for that. All right, that does it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like the video if you enjoyed it, but only like it with a piece of an egg falling out of your mouth. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've ever shifted. I'd love to learn more. Again, it's all in good fun. We're just fucking poking fun out here and having a good time. You can press the subscribe button if you want, because as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. Yeah, you can check the description for the other things I do. My Instagram, my Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. We got a Patreon for the podcast with weekly bonus episodes now, a gaming channel, my Twitch, merch, all that crap. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. I have fucking defense against the dark arts now. So bye-bye. All
All right, before this video starts, I gotta talk about some stuff really quick. I announced this on my YouTube community and my Instagram and Twitter, but if you don't know, obviously I had to postpone my April and May shows that I have coming up. I'm super bummed about it, obviously, but I don't want people, getting in big groups and making this thing a lot worse than it is. Also, quick disclaimer about this video: I'm going out in public a lot and just going everywhere in this video. And I filmed this before this whole thing happened, so yeah. I have to say, if you are able to stay home, please do. If you have the option to, please take this seriously. Please stay home. If you have to go to if you have to go to your job, obviously that makes sense. We need to make money. But yeah, just wash your hands, don't touch your face, all that stuff, and call your friends and family. Make sure they're doing all right. Anything you can do to help. I'll be here making videos. It'll probably still just be once a week unless I have another idea to do, but maybe I'll do some live streams on YouTube. I don't know, man. Animal Crossing is coming out. Maybe I'll live stream that. Who knows? But yeah, that's it. Stay safe. Wash your hands, all that. Love ya. Take care of each other, because that's what Kurtis Town is all about. All right, enjoy the video. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's very good to see you again. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single video. So press that subscribe button to become a citizen of Kurtis Town right now. Oh man, folks. All right, let's get into it. I'm really tired. It is 9:11. Oh. It's 10 after 9. So some of you may know this, but a few weeks ago I made a video about We Wear Cute called The Chaotic TikTok Sisters. If you haven't seen that, I advise you to go watch it. But if not, if you don't feel like watching the whole video before this one, I get it. Here's a quick recap, okay? So the two sisters who were actually on the first episode of the Bestie Picks Bay series on my channel, they make really weird TikToks now. They make ramen in terrible, horrific, ungodly ways. They pretend to order things from restaurants. They get pranks ready and never show the actual prank, and their mom is a robot.
Mom, look!
Why are you hitting her with a rock?
And since my video about them, they've only gotten weirder, okay? They're dipping Takis in Vaseline. The one sister is pretending to be a baby.
Baby twice, jelly fruits. Orange! Oh, juicy squirt!
And also, they're holding Shaq hostage. Yeah.
This is Shaq's first TikTok. And what does he need to know? How to eat jelly fruits. So jelly.
That's right. Good Burger star Shaquille O'Neal is being forced to make some fucking TikTok and just say, so jelly. Actually, unless jelly, is his way of saying jealous. He's jealous of all the people who aren't in that TikTok right now. So the video I made, I was just poking fun of their content, commenting on how bizarre their videos are. But when I uploaded it, I didn't hear anything from We Wear Cute. But then I saw this TikTok.
This is the wheel of So Beefy. We're paying one of these celebrities to make a cameo saying, So Beefy. Let's see who's gonna get beefed.
Did you see that? See what they did? My name was on the wheel, spelt incorrectly. They're calling me out. They're calling me a stinky, little wussy, pissy, little crybaby, okay? And I won't stand for it. So you know what? We Wear Cute. We got beef now. So beefy. So you know what? You brought this on yourselves, okay? I gotta fire back. But before I do that, I need to know my enemy. I need to know what it's like to be in We Wear Cute, I need to wear cute. So today I'm gonna live like We Wear Cute. I'm gonna do what they do. I'm gonna eat what they eat. I'm gonna prank what they prank. And I'm gonna get inside the head of We Wear Cute. Without further ado, let's get this fucking day started. I think it's breakfast time, right? So let's go. I'm out here now. So, most important meal of the day, right? It's breakfast. And I'm usually a big fan of breakfast food. And I looked through We Wear Cute's TikTok to find any breakfast food that I can eat. And then I saw this TikTok.
There's a winky face on the bottom of Rice Krispie boxes that have a gift inside. There's the gift. Amplifier for the Krispies. Wow, it's so loud.
Pretty cool. So I went to Walmart and I looked on the bottom of every single Rice Krispies box that was there. Didn't have a one with a smiley face, so guess I can't eat that. So you know what? We're gonna have ramen mac and cheese for breakfast. Fuck, man. My stomach by the end of the day is
gonna be in rough shape.
I'm gonna get an ulcer or something. I'm gonna have to film a fucking apology video, show it to my toilet. So I'm gonna watch the TikTok and just get a refresher, you know?
Ramen mac and cheese, it's a thing. Add milk, add flour. Add your cheddar. Mix it. It should look like this. Add your ramen and mix. Take your mini blowtorch and make it brown. And enjoy.
All right, so I have all the accoutrements here, if you will. I'm just gonna go cook up some ramen and then make the rest of it in this pot here. So Mr. Noodle, is there a Mrs. Noodle? Oh, it's steaming. It's too hot. Okay, the milk is in there. Now we gotta pour the flour. They don't say how much flour. They're just like, add your milk and add your flour. So I guess I kinda just gotta have to eyeball it.
Add flour.
Okay, that seems normal. Hey, stop smoking though.
Add your cheddar.
We'll stir this around.
Mix it.
All right, this is easy, man. Come to think of it, this might actually taste kind of bomb.
It should look like this.
I got my cooked ramen here, and now I guess it's time to put it into the sauce. This is the moment of truth.
Add your ramen.
Oh, God. Now we just mix it. Oh, God. Okay, I think that's pretty incorporated. Oh, God. And, you know, if I was a regular human being, I would just eat this. But, you know. Yoink! You gotta grab our mini blowtorch and make it brown. Oh, there we go. I'm making it brown. That's what I say when I'm on my toilet. You can't even see it on the camera. Trust me. Look, the little black parts. Do you see it? You see, like, I know what they were going for when they did the make it brown thing. You know, because, like, the mac and cheese with, like, the crusty on top. You usually put, like, breadcrumbs and then you bake it. You don't just fucking light noodles on fire, dude. All right, got a fork. Fucking bottoms up. Oh, okay. Like, actually not that bad. I hate to say it, but this kind of hits. Dude, listen to the sound of that.
That's what good pussy sounds like.
If it don't sound like that, I don't want it. All right, well, now that we got breakfast, we got the food, I'd really like some coffee, just to really upset my fucking tummy even more. But I've actually never seen them drink coffee. They've never made a TikTok of them drinking coffee. But what they have done is they went into a Starbucks and they ordered holiday bagged air.
Can I get one holiday bagged air, please?
So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm over here now. I originally was going to go to a Starbucks and ask for holiday bagged air, but one, that would send my anxiety through the roof, and two, I used to be a barista. At Starbucks. I worked there for like 3 years, man, and dude, if I was working at Starbucks and some fucking YouTuber came in and was like, hey, you have any holiday bagged air? It's for a YouTube video. Dude, I'd push him to the ground, throw hot coffee on him, and quit on the spot. I'd have to. And I'm not gonna do that today, okay? I'm not gonna ruin some poor barista's day, alright? They have it hard enough. I am going to ruin someone at corporate's day. I am going to call Starbucks head office to ask them if holiday bagged air was ever a menu item. And I think we already know the answer to that, but I just need to be sure, okay? Corporate office in Chicago. Okay, here we go. Even this is making me fucking nervous, man. It's just a phone call.
Please hold while we transfer you to the next available representative. Did you know?
Thank you for calling Starbucks. My name is
Shalissa.
How can I help you?
Hi,
Shalissa.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. I hope everything's going well with you.
Good, thank you. I just had a quick question. I saw this video online about some item that Starbucks has. It's like a holiday item. Have you ever had a thing called holiday bagged air?
I have not.
That doesn't exist.
I have not heard of that. Is it a drink or what is?
I think it's just like a bag of. I'm not really sure what's in the bag, but I just saw the video of like they ordered it and then they just grabbed the bag. You never heard of it though?
I have not. So
Okay.
if there was a holiday bag, dare. It could very well have Starbucks stuff in it, but it would not have come from us.
Okay. I thank you very much.
You are welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for your help.
You are welcome. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, you too. Take care. That was the sweetest woman in the world. Bag dare.
I dare you to be a bag.
They lied to all of us. And to think, we all bought it the second we watched it. We all thought it was real. We believed them. But here we are. Just feeling empty. Empty like a bag of air. Do you ever feel like a bag of air at a coffee shop during the holidays? I think it's safe to say that all the secret menu things they do are fake. No shit. But now we know. Now we have concrete evidence. Alright? Myth busted. Fuck, my stomach hurts, man. And now to make it worse, it's lunchtime. Let's go back to the kitchen. All right, we're back in the test kitchen, the Kurtis Town test kitchen. So for lunch, we're gonna be making the saucy ramen, which is just spaghetti. I don't know why they called it saucy ramen. Like when they're ordering spaghetti at a restaurant, they're just like, can I get the saucy noodles, please? And they're like, yep, spaghetti, coming right up. Would you like balls with that? Yes, I'd like the saucy balls, please. Those are meatballs. So let's watch the TikTok for a refresher, shall we?
Add in your ramen. Quarter cup of tomato sauce. Boiling water halfway. A sprinkle of Parmesan, and wait. It's a thing.
Okay, it's a thing. So water's boiling. Do you think any bags would get open if humans didn't have teeth?
Add in your ramen.
Fuck. Imagine having so loud, can't even hear me. Oh, I gotta do tomato sauce first. Uh-oh. It's their fault. It's because they spelled my name wrong on the wheel, okay? That's why I can't open it. Quarter cup of tomato sauce. I don't know what a quarter cup is. Well, I know what it is, but you know what I mean. What's a quarter cup? I know what a quarter, and I know what a cup is, but together? Huh? And now boiling water halfway. Spilling water everywhere. So that's pretty cool.
A sprinkle of Parmesan.
You think if they didn't invent forks, nobody would open Parmesan things? My dog is crying. He's like, please don't do this to your body, Kurtis. And now we wait. She didn't say how long to wait. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stand here just like this for 6 years.
And wait, and wait.
Barely cooked at all. Just the way I like it.
It's a thing.
Oh, that tastes like my ass.
It's a thing.
Fuck, man. I'm so hungry. I want real food. This may look like the Kurtis Town test kitchen, okay? It may look very similar, but believe it or not, this is a different place, all right? You just entered the prank zone. You thought it was over. I got a belly full of noodles and I gotta burn off these fucking calories, okay? And what's the best way to do that? Pranks, baby. Good old-fashioned pranks, all right? Some couple ha-has, couple practical jokes. So I'm gonna do some pranks, all right? But I'm gonna do mine a little differently, okay? Unlike We Wear Cute, I'm actually gonna go through with the pranks and show you the reaction. So the pranks I've decided to go with today are the fake cola prank and the wiener prank. Neither of them are gonna be
on my mom,
because she is a lovely, great woman and she doesn't deserve any of that, okay? So I'm gonna do these pranks on my friends because they are not lovely women and they do deserve this. I originally wanted to do the realistic rubber rock prank, you know, but I could not find the movie rock. I couldn't find the movie rock that they were talking about and using, okay? Whenever I search movie rock, big fucking surprise, Dwayne Johnson showed up because he is the movie rock. So we're gonna set up this push pop prank. The way it works is someone opens up a push pop, but instead of a push pop, it's a hot dog wiener.
Wiener prank on my mom. This jumbo push pop might look like a push pop, but it's gonna taste so beefy. That's one meaty lolly.
But I ended up getting some push pops, and you'll notice that I'm using the plural, and that's because I had to order them on Amazon. And I couldn't just order one on Amazon, obviously. So I got 18 jumbo push pops. It was $50. I wish I didn't do it, but hey man, I'm doing it for you. I'm doing this for you guys. Ew, dude, the fucking mascot for these are terrifying. Look at this nightmare of a guy. He's terrifying. All right, I sucked it dry. Now it's time to stick the wiener in. I feel like this is gonna get demonetized. Should blur this out. This jumbo push pop may look like a push pop, but it's gonna taste so beefy. That's one mini lolly. Alright, prank number 1 fucking done, dude. Now for the fake cola prank. Now, I actually couldn't find the fake cola prank anywhere in person. I went to Spencer's Gifts to go find it, because I know they have little pranks, but I couldn't find it there. And I'm technically banned from every Spencer's Gifts in the world, because my friend and I got caught shoplifting there when we were 15. So I risked my life, dude. I risked my life for this Coke. Fucking Pablo Escobar, who? But I found it on Amazon. I searched fake cola prank on Amazon, and it came up. But there was only one review, and it was bad. It says, don't buy, didn't work. So I'm gonna take their word for it. So I'm gonna make my own fake cola with club soda and soy sauce. Okay, I'm just gonna pour this Coke out. Oh, why did that hurt me so much? This video will be the death of me. All right, so the Coke is in the glass now. I'll drink that later. But first, I gotta grab my mini blowtorch and make it brown. Just burning everything. Grab your mini blowtorch and burn it down. So now we're gonna put the soy sauce in. I'm worried that it's gonna smell too much like soy sauce, because the only thing that's gonna be in there is water and soy sauce. Oh, dude. I mean, that looks pretty fucking real. I think I'll add some of the Coke to this. That way it'll take away some of the fucking soy sauce smell, right? I mean, that looks like Coke, dude. I'm gonna do a little taste test. All right, so the fake cola prank, ready to go. Wiener prank is ready to go. Now all that's left to do is prank my buddies. So, come along. After spending all that time in the prank zone, I was finally ready to go. So I hopped in my prank mobile, ready to take on the world. Casey Neistat, I'm coming for the throne. Actually, the KC in Casey Neistat stands for Kurtis Conner. A lot of people don't know that. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to my friend Jacob's house. He is the victim of my fake cola prank on my friend. I told him I'm filming a brand deal for Coca-Cola. Just lied to my friend. I feel bad because he was really excited. He was like super proud of me, but he was down. So we're gonna drive there, and we'll see you in a sec. Driving to Jacob's house. Alright. Okay, I just got to Jacob's. I just did the best parallel park of my life. It's whatever. I'm feeling really nervous. Usually when I go, like before I go on stage, when I do like stand-up, I'm very nervous and I get the nervous pees. I have to pee like 30 times before I go on stage. And the same thing has happened to me. I peed 4 times before I left and now I have to pee again. So I'm really nervous, but we're gonna make our way up. Jacob, I hope you're ready. I made my way up to Jacob's apartment, ready to prank his little socks off. He welcomed me in with pure excitement, but he has no idea he's about to get got so good. I sat down with him and explained how the Coca-Cola commercial was gonna go. And with everything in place, it was prank time.
Oh my god, that tastes really weird. I'm not joking.
What does it taste like?
Not.
Oh yeah, that smells really weird.
Take a sip.
Yeah, that tastes weird. Jacob just got pranked!
Did I?
You just got pranked.
No way!
There's no Coke commercial.
What?
There's a camera there, and that's it.
What is this?
It's a fake cola prank on my friend.
Oh, you got me with a fake? Is this one of your videos?
Yeah.
That tastes horrible.
I know, it's soy sauce and club soda. I thought you were about for a second. I thought you were gonna just not say anything.
I really drank it and I was like, I almost took a second sip and be like, is this what goat tastes like now? well, thanks for getting me, buddy. No problem.
Well, the prank was a success. And the best part, Jacob wasn't even mad at me. He politely bid me adieu, and I happily made my way back to the prankmobile to get ready for my next hoodwink. Okay, so now I'm gonna head over to my friend Dean's house. He is the victim of the push pop prank. I'm gonna tell him I'm filming a video for my second channel where I'm ranking my favorite candies from when I was a kid, and push pops is at the top of my list, and I need a video of us just sucking on some push pops, you know? Just sucking down some pops. So I'm gonna head over there right now. I tried to film myself while driving, but I almost immediately got in an accident, so I stopped. But I made it to Dean's and went to grab the push pops and sorry, scary little guy. I grabbed the push pops and started to explain my fake second channel video premise to Dean. And just as I expected, he bought it, no questions asked. It's prank time. 3, 2, 1, action. Hey, you want a push pop?
I love push pop.
Oh, great. Hey, how's blue?
That's perfect.
All right.
Awesome.
3, 2, 1, cheers.
Oh, man. Sorry. What is that?
There's a push pop.
Oh. Sorry, 1 second. It's a hot dog.
I was hoping you wouldn't look and just put it in your mouth.
No, good.
It's all good.
Good job.
Guys, but I'm pretty hungry for some more shitty ramen. So, I'm gonna head home, and you know what? I'm gonna make some dessert, because it's been a long day, and I deserve it. Okay, I deserve it. It is dessert time. It is dessert time, because it has been a long day. I deserve a treat, okay? So I'm gonna make some cotton candy ramen. I can have 1 cotton candy ramen as a treat.
Cotton candy ramen? It's the thing. Cook your ramen. Add 2 drops of your cotton candy flavor. Add your cotton candy color. It smells so good and looks even better. How to make a delicious carnival ramen treat at home.
Let me just fucking tell you, dude, much like the push pops, I went through the fucking ringer to get this cotton candy flavor, this fucking thing, this tiny bottle. I had to go to a wedding cake store. I didn't even know those existed. But I went to one and I got it. She did say it's very strong, so I need to be careful with how much I put in. I have a bowl of cooked ramen here. I'm gonna pour in a little bit of cotton candy flavor and then some cotton candy color, which is like, I guess just like blue and red, because there is no true cotton candy color, you know? Like if someone was like, hey, what color is that car? You're like, oh, it's cotton candy colored. No one says that. And they make it impossible to open, which is really cool. Oh, here we go. The chomper's coming in clutch again. God bless teeth, you know? I'm so fucking tired, man. All right, I'm gonna add my cotton candy flavor now.
Add 2 drops.
A couple gloves, okay. Holy shit. All right. Oops. Mix that around. How do they make cotton candy oil? Do they milk cotton candy? Straight up, stop lying to me. Do cotton candy got tits? And here we go.
Add your cotton candy color.
Some drops. It just looks like blood. Now blue, red and blue. Hey look, it's Superman ramen. Super ramen. Now we mix. Oh God. It's like a crime scene. Man, if it don't sound like this, I don't want it. It looks like a dead fucking like wig. It looks like a dead clown wig. Like if you found a dead clown's head in your like dumpster, this is what the top of it would look like, you know? All right, everyone. This is as good as we're gonna get.
It smells so good and looks even better.
I unfortunately don't have fangs like they do in the video.
We have fangs.
We have fangs? False alarm. Jenna came through with the fangs.
Don't say that.
So now I can really be part of We Were Cute. Let's go. All right. Bottoms up. I can't do that with that. Yeah. Oh God. It's not sweet, if that makes sense. It's really bitter. Because I think usually you put this in with like stuff that already has sugar in it. Yeah, that's the worst one. That is worse than the saucy ramen. Hey, don't do that. Cotton candy ramen. Forget it. Trash it. Don't do it. Ramen mac and cheese though. This kind of hits. In conclusion, what do we learn? What do we learn, folks? We learned you should never do what I did. You should make ramen the way that it's intended to be made. Do I regret doing this? Good question. Yes, absolutely I do. I miss my chair. I miss sitting in my chair making jokes. Did I have a good time? Did I learn something? Yes, I did actually. I learned that cotton candy ramen looks like a dead clown's head and also tastes like one too. Okay, so don't have it. Seriously though, what I did learn, we were cute. Fucking hats off to you. I have so much respect for you guys and what you do. How do you do it? I don't know. I know your mom is a robot, but I'm convinced that you guys are as well. Because no regular human could live off a diet like this. You must be. I need real food, okay? I just don't know what to eat.
Kurtis, why don't you just make a HelloFresh?
You know what, handsome stranger? I think I will. I'm gonna go make a HelloFresh. And you know what? Why don't you come along? Because they're actually today's sponsor. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Please press the like button. That'll let me know if you enjoyed this type of video. I had a lot of fun. I'm very tired and my stomach hurts, but I had a lot of fun today actually leaving my house and, you know, actually doing stuff, making stuff. It was fun. It was a good time. So let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, just leave a comment. Let me know your ideas. Also, don't forget to press the subscribe button because I make a video every single week. And as soon as you press that button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you don't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world and I'm the mayor. So you have to be nice to me. If you want to see the other things I do, you can check the description. I got my Instagram, my Twitter down there, all that shit. My weekly podcast called Very Really Good that I do. If you like my videos, you'll like the podcast as well. It's a good time. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love ya. It's too soon, huh? Too soon to say that. I do have to go though. I have to skedaddle, you know. I have to shit for the 90th time today. So, goodbye.
Kurtis got it.
Happy New Year. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? Really good to see you again. Happy New Year. See what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos. So press that subscribe button for an extra greeting, please. Folks, it's 2021. Let's hope this year is a little better than the last one. Because you know the whole thing that happened? They shut down Quibi. No, I think 2021 is going to be really good. I have a good feeling about it, even though I said the exact same thing about 2020 last year. But 2020 is the year, dude. This is the year, okay? I think I'm right this year. Things are going to change. Things are going to be better. And you know what? You can't expect things to change if you yourself don't change your behavior, right? So to inspire all of you to do things differently this year, I'm going to set an example by making a video about TikTok. Yeah, I got you. I'm not changing at all year. This is what I'm wearing all year. Over the years, I've made several videos about dudes that just suck. You know, whether they're pickup artists, dating coaches, convention organizers, or all of those at the same time. I feel like there's a new weird misogynistic dude that pops up every single day. Which brings us to the topic of today's video, a little duo called Fresh and Fit. These guys are truly something else. So I thought today we'd take a look through their content, maybe goof on them a bit, and hey, maybe we'll even learn a thing or two about how to treat women like garbage. So Fresh and Fit is the name of this duo. They're these two guys named Myron and CEO Lifestyle. I couldn't find that guy's real name. Well, I mean, maybe that is his real name. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. Hey, have you met my new baby boy?
No. What's his name?
His name's CEO Lifestyle.
What the fuck?
Hey, you know what they say?
What?
Name your baby for the job you want, not the job you have.
No one's ever said that.
So these guys make videos on YouTube on how to get girls and how to get muscles. You know, the typical alpha male bullshit that I'm sure you've seen before. But I actually found out about them a few weeks ago on TikTok. And as soon as I saw their videos, I went through and like saved a bunch of them because you never know what's gonna happen. A few weeks go by, I go to find their account, it's gone. The account's gone, I can't find it. So the first thing I thought of, I was like, damn, we got another Russell Hartley situation here. They freaking threw me that block so I wouldn't make a video about them. Also, Russell Hartley still hasn't unblocked me yet, which I'm pretty upset about. So Russell, if you're watching, please unblock me. What did I do? But anyways, turns out I was wrong. I actually couldn't find the Fresh and Fit TikTok account because they were actually banned from TikTok. which is pretty gnarly. I feel like that's really hard to do, right? There could literally be a video on TikTok of a guy like setting his balls on fire, and the people at TikTok would be like, you know what? That's fine. But on people's FYPs, dude, those are some spicy meatballs. So I feel like you gotta be a whole other kind of shitty to get banned from TikTok. But luckily, Fresh and Fit is in fact a whole other kind of shitty. So let's take a look at their TikToks and see why they got banned.
When a girl tells you, hey, let's rain check or reschedule, you simply respond, hey, that's cool, but I'm not really a fan of flaky girls. If we go out, you're going to pay for drinks or dinner or whatever plan you guys had. Because the reality is this. With women, when they give you undesirable behavior, you need to punish it immediately so she knows it's not acceptable. Don't reinforce bad behavior with positive treatment, okay?
Okay, he's literally talking about like what you do with a dog that pisses on your carpet.
Don't reinforce bad behavior with positive treatment.
I don't know why these like self-described alpha males compare everything to like the animal kingdom or just straight up refer to girls as animals. Like Russell Hartley did it with horses and now this guy's doing it with dogs. Well, he's not doing it with dogs, but you know what I'm trying to say? Well, I mean, I know why they do that. Because they don't see women as like human beings, so they just dehumanize them in every way possible to feel better about themselves, but still, it's weird, man. Like this sounds like if like Caesar Milan started like giving dating advice. So you just had a great date with a girl. You get back to your apartment, things are getting pretty steamy. You go into the bedroom, she gets on the bed. Here's what you say. No, no, bad dog, off. Caesar Milan? I hardly know her Milan. Still got it. Also, the other thing I don't like about this video is like, that's just a weird response to someone canceling their date or even trying to reschedule their date.
That's cool, but I'm not really a fan of flaky girls.
Like shit comes up, you know? Like what if her grandmother just died?
Hey, sorry, I'm gonna have to cancel tonight. My grandmother just died.
Okay, sorry, bitch.
What?
You're gonna have to pay next time then, all right? I don't like flaky girls.
Sorry, what?
Tell it to the judge, that's not my problem.
Okay, super mean. What the?
Look, dog, I killed your grandma. You don't see me canceling our plans about it.
You what? What did you just say?
Huh?
I said, what'd you say? You just said you killed my grandma?
I said
what the fuck are you talking about? Say that again. What did you just say?
Close one. Well, after that video, you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, they probably can't get any worse than that, right? Yeah, you're wrong.
All right, guys, this is why you should never be vulnerable to your girl. Quite frankly, women aren't equipped to deal with the problems that men deal with. Women live in a different world than we do, guys. Instead of complaining about your problems to your girl, complain to other men that know the same struggles that you're dealing with because men can help other men with their problems. I hate to say it, guys, but when you cry to your girl, she's gonna think you're soft, and she's not equipped to help you. Only confide in your male friends that you trust, not your girl.
Dude, I'm convinced these videos are taking literal years off of my life. I'm gonna miss my fucking great grandson's bagpipe recital because I'll be fucking dead. And then little Kurtis Conner III will have to play bagpipes at my funeral. The blood is on your hands, fresh and fit. It's totally okay to talk to your girlfriend about like your feelings, right? That's like the best part about having a partner. You know, they help you, you help them. It's a relationship. It's crazy that I have to explain this.
Complain to other men that know the same struggles that you're dealing with.
Dude, it's so hard. The struggles I face. Just being a guy. Fuck, man. I could go all day. I won't. Because I can't. But I could. If I could. You know? Dude, I can't get over that.
Never be vulnerable.
That's a fucking nightmare, dude. Because if you're bottling up all your emotions until you get to see your buddies, I feel like you're going to be quite the downer whenever you see them, right? Bye, honey. Have a good time with your friends tonight. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Hey, buddy, what's up, man? Yeah. Turn the game on, man. Let's go. Party time. Yeah. Come on, man. Can we not do this again? God damn it. Every fucking time. I'm sorry. I can't be vulnerable with her. She's a girl. She has cooties. Okay, well, what's wrong? Talk to us. Everything. Business. Sports. Business. Yeah, you said that. Hi, sorry, I forgot my... Is everything all right?
Yes.
Like, he's acting like these videos like help men, but telling guys that it's like weak to cry to your girlfriend does the exact opposite, man. It's obviously okay to cry. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The Cure was singing about this shit in the 70s, dude. Why are we still having this issue? I also don't know where he's walking in any of these videos, but I hope it's to like a therapist's office, because whoa.
You got some stuff to figure out.
Who cheats more, men or women? A guy cheats when he has sex with a girl. A woman cheats when she has sex with a man, and if she's looking for free attention from random men. Yes, I said it. If your girl's on Instagram or any social media platforms showing her butt or her body off, what she's doing, guys, is she's advertising herself to other men. Women want attention, okay? That is what they crave. They want that more than sex. So if your girl's on social media showing off the goods to random men, she's cheating on you. Don't be stupid.
Bro, what are you talking about? Myron, more like moron.
Yes, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. I said it. Holy shit, dude. Like, God forbid a girl wants to post a photo of herself. Holy fuck. You actually have to have like a turd for brains to think that's cheating. Swear to God, if you put a Q-tip in that guy's ear, poo would be on it. It'd be straight up poo on it. Okay, bye Myron. I have to go. I have my X-ray appointment. I'll see you later, okay? And how long has this been going on? What do you mean? You're gonna go show your bones to some doctor? That's cheating on me. You're cheating on me. That's adultery. What? No, it's not. I haven't even seen your bones. And we've been dating for years. I just can't believe you're doing this to me. To us. Oh, why do your tears smell like that? Because there's poop in my head. All right, let's watch another one.
How to get a girl to chase. Guys, open up your iPhone and leave read receipts on. You need these women to know that you looked at the message and you're just not gonna respond. Especially if she says something stupid. Let her question what she did wrong and let the hamster wheel work for you. Don't be stupid.
Dude, this guy is insane. I also love that he says the most stupid things you could ever say in a video and then ends the video by saying, don't be stupid. Guys, you should never wash your socks. Because if you wash your socks, then that means they're dirty. So if you don't wash them, then they aren't dirty. Don't be stupid. This is also just like textbook manipulation, right? Yo, you let her think she did something stupid and wrong, even if she didn't. Because the best way to get a girl to like you is to fuck with her. And in no time, she'll be chasing you on all fours with her tongue out, panting, going, don't be stupid. So you can see why they were banned from TikTok, but luckily they aren't just on TikTok, because what do guys do when they have the worst opinions ever? They start a podcast. And I know I'm not exempt from that.
Steampunk is definitely for guys named Gregory.
So on their YouTube channel, they posted this video talking about their TikTok ban. When I saw that, I was like, huh, maybe they learned something from this. You know? But obviously they didn't.
The reason why we went viral is because there's a silent majority that knows what we're saying is true. And then there's an even bigger majority that wants to silence us for saying the truth.
Yeah, I don't think you were banned because you were telling the truth. I feel like it's the exact opposite.
And look, make no mistake about it, guys. Bro, we love women. Women bank on the fact that you guys are going to be stupid enough to sit there and actually tolerate a friendship. We love women. But if you switch it around and I'm a chick and I get 1,000 male followers and comments and likes, I'm going to love it because I'm getting validated on my most precious asset, my looks. We love women. Women know deep down on an innate level that their looks are their main agency, man. We love women.
And this clip is from one of their podcast episodes, which is like an hour long. And I'll be honest, I tried to watch the whole thing. I really did. But oh my God, dude, watching that podcast made me feel like I was like the only sober person at a party. Nothing anybody was saying made any sense, and I just wanted to go home. And another thing that makes the podcast so hard to watch is the framing. Dude, who is behind the camera? Yao Ming? Why is it so high in the air? You want people to take you seriously with that camera angle, dude? I'm a strong masculine man, and you gotta listen to me. Hey, down here. Don't be stupid. After doing a little bit more research about these guys, I stumbled upon probably the best piece of content they've ever made. In their YouTube description, there was a link for a free ebook called Unplugging from the Matrix of Fitness and Game, which just sounded so terrible, so I had to get it. The landing page says, "You've been lied to by the fitness industry, media, and women about what really makes women attracted to you, like bees to honey. Another fucking animal reference. Also, shouldn't that say bees to pollen? I mean, I guess I eat it too, but still, it was a weird simile. Like they make honey, they're not attracted to it, right? What really makes women attracted to you, like a McDonald's employee to a hamburger? What workout methods really work to develop a neck-breaking natural body? Neck-breaking.
Look at this natural body. Fatality.
Obviously, I had to get my filthy mitts on this thing. But obviously, you don't just download it. You gotta give your name and your email address so he can add you to his fucking mailing list. But I didn't want to use my real name in case that, like, you know, sounded any alarms. So I came up with the name Women Hater. So if they see that, they'll be like, oh, okay, that's fine. He's one of us. Dude, and the email I got after signing up was so weird. Hey, women. I'm proud of you, man. Deciding to become a pimp is not easy, yet you're here with me right now. And no, I don't mean a pimp who hires women and sells them for sex. LOL. Yeah, sex trafficking, really funny. I mean an alpha male who is jacked, attracting women like bees to honey. Stop it. Some people have called me unethical. A woman hater. Holy shit. I actually didn't realize it said that. Woman hater, that's my name. And even a master at manipulation. But here's the reality. I may have been called all those things because I am all those things, but here's the reality. Most women are secretly begging you to use these tactics on them. That's it for now. Talk soon, pimp. Myron cut through the BS gangs. Like, he wrote that email like your high school bully was trying to convince you that their house party invitation was totally real and not a setup for a prank, you know? Like, hey, buddy. Yeah, you're my good friend, right? You gotta come to my house party tonight. You gotta come, my good friend. I know we poured pig's blood on you at the last house party, but we won't do that, I promise. Talk soon, pimp. It's pig shit this week. I'm not gonna read the entire ebook to you guys, obviously, but I will go over some of my favorite parts because this whole thing is just fucking insane. Now, if it's not obvious, this booklet is definitely not for everyone. It's not for people who are radical feminists, liberals, anti-government, criminals, or people who are under the age of 18 and above the age of 60, which is such a genuinely funny way to start a book. Well, not book, this isn't a fucking book, it's a PDF file. But that is so funny, dude. That's gonna be my new intro for my YouTube videos. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Unless you're a criminal, felon, fuck off. Do not subscribe to this channel if you can't even subscribe
to the law.
And that part becomes way funnier when you get to the end of the book, where he says, at one time, there was a chance I could be arrested and do federal time in prison and become a felon. So it seems a little hypocritical saying that criminals aren't allowed to read your book. Okay, so the next part of the ebook is really great. It goes into why he devotes his life to being this, like, you know, hyper-masculine alpha male type guy. And it honestly reads like a villain origin story. It's very funny. It was June 2008, and we were weeks away from graduating high school. I was sitting in class during a lesson, and out of nowhere, a guy named Mike, who was sitting behind me in class, grabbed my tricep, and without a care in the world, told me, wow, dude, you're really fucking skinny. Instantly, the girls in the class bursted out in laughter, laughing at me about how skinny I was. I had never felt less masculine in my entire life. Mike calling me out like that was by far one of the most eye-opening events of my life at the time. But I am grateful he did that, because it lit my chair on fire, forcing me to get off my ass and do something about being so fucking skinny. Yeah, I'll take things that never happened for 1,000. Nice, I won the game. I know a thing or two about people lying on the internet, but let's entertain the idea that this actually happened. If your masculinity is so fragile that someone grabbing your tricep and calling you skinny one time turns you into this weird alpha male misogynist, I don't know, man. I feel like there were some underlying issues there before. And he kind of confirms this 3 pages later. I was about to make the decision to quit and throw in the towel, but then I remembered my father, an alpha male I look up to, didn't raise no little bitch. Yeah. Nothing says alpha male like calling your son a little bitch. Maybe that passed down some masculinity issues to you. I don't know. It wasn't just because I felt powerless when I was bullied by other guys. It was also so I could sleep with 8s, 9s, and 10s. Sorry, let me correct that. 8s, K9s, and 10s. And the hypocrisy in this ebook is just off the charts. He keeps bragging about how many women he slept with and stuff and how he's such a playboy. But let's watch this other TikTok from him.
If a girl tells you I'm spiritual or insists on knowing what your sign is or backpacked across the world by herself, she 1000% belongs to the streets. That means that she was getting a lot of action, but that's not a chick you want to settle down with, guys. Don't be stupid.
So it's okay for this guy, you know, to sleep around a bunch, but if a girl does the exact same thing, then she belongs to the streets.
Stupid.
And also, just from a literary standpoint, it is so poorly written. He uses a term like bees to honey 4 times. There's spelling mistakes, weird spacing. The whole thing is just a mess. If I was an English teacher, I'd actually probably pass you because I don't want to teach you again next year. So this next part, he breaks down this thing called the attraction triangle, which is like Maslow's hierarchy of needs for guys who had their triceps grabbed when they were 18. So it goes muscle, money, and then game. And you'd think because it's a triangle, it'd be like, you know, one is more important than the other, right? Like the way the hierarchy of needs works is like you need the basic stuff and then you can like go up, right? You can build off that. But right after it says, although these 3 pillars are the secret, they're in no particular order of importance. Then why make it a triangle, man? Maybe instead of making it a triangle, you should try another angle. Also, this is just wrong. When I met my girlfriend, who is a beautiful woman, may I add, I had none of these 3. I didn't have any of these. That's why this shit makes no sense, because like they generalize women and just being a human in general. Like human beings are complex and our relationships with different people are even more complex. Like everybody wants different things, right? For example, Timothée Chalamet. I think it's safe to say he's not the most like muscly guy, right? So he doesn't have all 3 of those pillars, right? But dude, people would literally rip their fingernails off just to be in the same room as that guy. Myself included. Timmy, if you're watching, you just say the word, buddy. You fucking say the word.
These are gone.
So we're getting towards the end of this book now. He goes into like these testimonials that he provides himself, which is a little weird. For example, he says that his client Giuseppe went from 232 pounds to 180 pounds. Then he lost another 21 pounds. Now he's down 73 pounds in 12 months. And in 2 years' time, you'll weigh only 4 pounds. You'll be a little tiny lady's boy.
Hey, it's fucking Giuseppe.
Oh, you thought you had to look down at them while you were watching their podcast. You wait till you feast your eyes on little Giuseppe.
Hey, it's fucking Giuseppe.
So he ends the book trying to like guilt trip you into buying his like personal coaching program. Because with his program, he's become aesthetic AF. That's a real thing he typed into an ebook. Aesthetic AF. I don't know about you guys, but when I think of something that's aesthetically pleasing, I don't think of a guy named Myron. Just me though. But this is something I want to touch on really quick. Guys like this who preach about being an alpha male are just wrong. Like alpha males don't exist. There's an entire Adam Ruins Everything segment on this, but I'll summarize. So the term alpha male surprisingly came from the animal kingdom. It comes from like alpha wolves, like being the alpha wolf in a pack. But that term was coined by a scientist named L. David Meach when he observed wolves in a national park. But 20 years later, he tried to replicate his original research in the wild, and he couldn't do it. Turns out the alpha males were just the parents of the wolf pack, and that took 5 minutes of research. Geez, fellas, you can look up at your camera during your podcast for an hour, but you can't look up some simple facts?
Don't be stupid.
I don't know, it's just so frustrating like seeing guys like this because they set us back like so much. Like they prey on like lonely guys with zero confidence and sell them like this really predatory information that doesn't help anybody at all. And it's disgusting, man. It's a gross way to make a living. Because like masculinity, it can be so many different things, right? Wear nail polish, man. Wear a dress. Fucking knit. I don't care. Doesn't make you any less of a man. You know what isn't manly though? Spewing a bunch of bullshit and acting like it's the truth so you can scam people out of their hard-earned money. That isn't very manly. That's the most beta shit I've ever seen, dude. You might as well be grabbing your own tricep.
Stupid.
Okay, let's change the subject completely. Sponsor time. Delicious food, easy recipes, ingredients delivered right to your door. What did I just describe? Heaven? Yes, but also HelloFresh. I've been eating HelloFresh every week for like 2 years now, and I seriously cannot describe how much I love them. HelloFresh makes living healthy easier with many low-cal, carb-smart, vegetarian and pescatarian options every week, and every recipe is packed with fresh produce sourced directly from farmers. If you're like me, you're either too busy or just too lazy to do a bunch of meal planning and prepping. But with HelloFresh, you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes, or even 20 minutes with their quick and easy options. HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients means there's less prep for you and less wasted food. And HelloFresh's carbon footprint is 25% lower than that of meals made from store-bought ingredients. But I think my favorite thing about HelloFresh is how flexible they are. You can easily cancel a delivery, move your delivery date, or even add extra dinners or lunches to your weekly order, and add in delicious meal complements like HelloFresh's best-selling garlic bread with just a few taps on the free HelloFresh app. Super easy. And hey, it's a new year, you know, time to make some changes. Maybe you want to start cooking more at home. HelloFresh is the best way to do it. And this all sounds great, I know, but it's about to get better. HelloFresh has cooked up a scrumptious deal for you guys. Go to HelloFresh.com and use the code 10KurtisTown to get 10 free meals, including free shipping. Like I said before, I've been eating HelloFresh for a while now, and I truly cannot recommend them enough. So yeah, click the link in my description, give them a try, I promise you won't regret it. And it also helps me out when you check out the sponsors, so everybody wins. All right, thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Back to me. All right, that's the video. Press the like button if you want, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 bee to honey. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Excited to see what you guys think about this one. And yeah, press the subscribe button if you want, because I make a video all the time. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. You can check the description for the other things I do. My podcast called Very Really Good, my Instagram and Twitter, merch, all that stuff. But yeah, that's it. I gotta go. I would stick around, but I have to go cut my triceps off so nobody grabs them. Bye-bye. Because there's poop in my head. My heart beat really fast. Am I okay? Hey guys, what's up? Folks, look at me, I'm back home. I'm back home, finally. I am back home from tour. I have a couple weeks off until my shows on the West Coast at the end of October and beginning of November. Going to those cities, some tickets are still available, come see me. Feels really good to be home. But I'm gonna be honest, I am really gonna miss waking up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat because I'm scared that the new bus I'm on is also gonna catch fire. Yeah, my old tour bus caught fire, if you didn't know that. I'm never gonna stop talking about that, okay? That will be, my tour bus caught fire will be my last words in this life. But since I'm home now, I actually had some time to sit down and script a longer video. Little disclaimer, this video might be a little different from my usual videos. You know, my videos where I'm watching a video and I'm like, huh? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This shit is nuts. If I was this guy, I wouldn't be so fucking nuts. There's a specific topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but I've just been like racking my brain on whether or not I have anything new or interesting to add to the overall discussion of this topic. But the more I think about it, the more I realize I've probably never had an original thought in my life. There's been like billions of people, and I'm also not that smart. Case in point, when I saw an old black and white movie for the first time in my life, I genuinely thought color just didn't exist back then. So I'm done. But I think I still need to talk about this because unlike the rest of the population, I have a very unique perspective, and I think I need to share my thoughts as a white male. So today I would like to talk about furries. And right off the bat, I want to say this video is not gonna be just me watching like a furry cringe compilation and being like, fuck these guys. I feel like there's enough of that on the internet already, and I don't need to add fuel to the fire. Like my tour. I've been wanting to write a video about furries for months now, and I was like, I don't know if I should or not. But then when I was just in Milwaukee, I was Milwaukeeing into the venue, and I saw across the street a big blue furry fox, a huge furry, just walking down the street. And I was like, that's it, that's my sign. It's the first thing I did when I got back was script this video. And also I figured the best way to learn about furries is to write an entire video about them, because that's all I really know how to do. Honestly, that I can't do much. I don't even know how to do like a smooth transition in my editing software. So I want to start the video with a little anecdote about my introduction to furries, because I think it illustrates one of the main issues that the furry community has in today's society, because we do live in a society. So back when I was a kid, there was a channel called Spike TV, and this channel played the best shit imaginable for a young, impressionable 12-year-old. I guess young is a little redundant there. An old, impressionable 12-year-old. It was the channel that played Mancers. You know, they also had great shows like Deadliest Warrior, Bar Rescue. They also had a show called 1000 Ways to Die. If you've never seen that show, it's pretty easy to imagine what it's about. It's a collection of shorts depicting different ways that a person could die. Some of them were inspired by real events, but most of them were just 100% made up. Like this one. And look, that's obvious to a 28-year-old, but to a 12-year-old, oh my god. I believed everything I fucking saw on television, because I was 12. I was an old 12-year-old. I believe fucking everything, okay? To me, the show Ripley's Believe It or Not, why'd they call it that? Should have just called it Ripley's Believe It. Because I did. Also, yeah, why did they call that show Ripley's Believe It or Not when they showed like real, actual footage of like people doing like sort of impressive things, right? I looked up that show on YouTube and there's a segment where a young kid could just name any car that he saw.
I have salesmen that don't even know as much as he knows about cars.
Like someone would ever watch this segment and be like, nah man, I don't buy it. I don't believe it. This kid is not who he says he is, okay? I hope he can recognize a cop car. Yeah, because he's going to jail for treason. Sorry. Back to 1000 Ways to Die. In season 1, episode 3 of 1000 Ways to Die, one of the ways to die featured a man taking a handful of mushrooms and then stumbling upon a furry orgy in the middle of the desert. And this aired in like 2008. So a lot of people like didn't know what furries were at that point. They weren't really mainstream. So they had to explain it to everybody. And here's how they did it.
What's a furry? People who like to put on animal costumes and get together for fun things like group sex.
And you're probably wondering how this guy dies. Well, let me tell you. So this guy tries to get in on the orgy and he keeps being denied. So he goes to have sex with a person in a bear suit, but it turns out it was a real bear. And he gets mauled to death. Yeah.
And this is a bear ripping out your throat after you tried to have sex with it.
So this was mine and a lot of other people's first introduction to furries. And for the next 10 years of my life, my understanding or lack thereof of the furry fandom did not change because this was Spike TV, right? They wouldn't lie to me. They wouldn't blow smoke up my ass. They blow fire out of it. But what is a furry really? A furry can be many things. It could be an artist, a writer, a fursuit creator, a gamer, a performer. But to boil it all down, a furry is someone who has created an anthropomorphized animal character for themselves, or a fursona, as they call it. And maybe they draw this fursona doing various activities, you know, maybe they write stories about this fursona. But obviously the thing that everybody thinks of when they hear the word furry are the people who build or hire someone to build themselves a whole like fursuit of their fursona. And why do they do this? Why would you pretend to be an animal? Being a human is so fucking sick, right? I love having opposable thumbs and using them to pay my fucking taxes every year and mowing my lawn and going to Walmart. I love it, dude. Honestly, I get it. Being a human sucks balls like 90% of the time. Dude, every single day, I look at my dog, like whenever he's napping or something, and I'm like, dude, the things I would do to be my dog for a day, just a day. No responsibilities, I can run around and shit and piss on my neighbors' yards, and I get served 2 square meals a day and a bunch of little treats? Sign me up. I'll get my butt sniffed. I do not give a shit. And obviously there's varying degrees of like fursuits and fursonas. Maybe someone just got fucking ears on, or maybe someone has just a tail. But yo, the high quality fursuits, holy shit. It is not cheap, man. I did a little bit of Googling, and like a high quality like full fursuit costs like thousands of dollars. This person, Lemon Brat, makes really high quality fursuits and they start at $5 grand. That's fucking crazy, dude. Furries are not what the media portrays them as, dude. They're not these like weird like social outcast people or whatever. They're fucking ballers, man. Like you gotta be rich as fuck to be a furry, man. Could you imagine like, you know, you're walking down the street and like someone in a sick fucking like sports car, like a Jaguar, you know, pulls up beside you and then they step out and it's an actual Jaguar? Wouldn't be far off, man. Next time you see a nice car, that person is a furry. But again, why would they do this, right? Why dress up in a big fursuit? But the more I think about it, it would probably be a lot of fun, right? Think of any mascot ever. That's a furry. Sorry to break it to you. Every mascot is a furry, okay? If you like sports, You like furries, you just do. And mascots have so much fun. You ever seen them? They're always having the most fun. They can run around and dance and, you know, and cause mischief and mayhem. And no one cares, no one calls them weird because that's their job. But no, when I do it at the fucking Toronto Raptors games at the fucking Scotiabank Arena, they chase me down the court with the Benny Hill music playing. I'm running away from them and they always catch me and they grab me by my shirt and my pants and they toss me out of the venue and fucking dust off their hands cartoon style. It's embarrassing. So I get the appeal, I really do. But Ripley's believe it or not, furries actually predate mascots. They also regularly date them as well. But no, when I was researching the origins of the furry community, I stumbled upon a video from Frederick Knudsen. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it was called Furries Down the Rabbit Hole. And that's the name of the series that they do on their channel. But hey man, maybe change it this one time. For this topic, maybe we could have picked a different name. I don't think we should be going down any rabbit's hole. But this video did a good job of diving into the origins of the furry fandom. In the video, they claim that it started in the underground comics movement in the 70s, and the Wikipedia for furry fandom corroborates that as well. Is that the right word? It is. It also states that some members of the furry fandom attribute the origins to Kimba the White Lion. But honestly, dude, I mean, I have no knowledge of this at all, but I think it goes back even further. Listen, okay? Viking warriors used to wear the skin of bears in battle. You're gonna look at this photo and tell me this guy isn't a furry? Vikings were furries, change my mind. Sure, somewhere in Scandinavia, there was an Uwu clan that nuzzled their enemies to death. Look it up. But as time went on, and as the internet grew in popularity and accessibility, more and more people were learning about this furry fandom. And it got to the point where people were actually hosting the very first furry convention in 1989. And that's the beauty of the internet, man. Bringing like-minded people together who never even knew other people like them existed in the first place. Like, it almost makes you think, what would the world be like if the internet started sooner? Like, could you imagine if there was the internet back in like the 1500s? I think the Mona Lisa would look a little different. And of course, it was not hard to find a Mona Lisa as a furry. All I had to do was Google it. I got hundreds of results. Not bad. And ever since that first convention in '89, the furry population has been growing ever since. But obviously, once something that people don't understand becomes popular enough to be in the mainstream, this is when we get some criticism. Yeah, we're changing the topic a little bit. With the rise of cringe culture between 2014 and 2016, the amount of furry hatred on the internet was substantial. All you have to do is search furry cringe compilation on YouTube and you'll have enough content to last you a fortnight. And as much as cringe compilations are just straight up bullying, some of the videos I have seen of furries are inherently cringe. You know, I'm not gonna deny that, even if Seth Rogen approves of them. Like the videos of furries at like their house or like a convention, you know, just going about their day. I don't have a problem with those, of course, because, you know, that's like a totally normal, acceptable place to do whatever the fuck you want. But like all the videos of furries going to like stores and like just bugging minimum wage employees, yeah, that's the worst shit I've ever seen, I think. Like, do whatever you want, you know, I don't care, but hey, maybe let's leave the Dollar Tree employee alone. Just a thought. Dude, like imagine working a minimum wage cashier job just to put some fucking food on the table to put yourself through college or something, and then some fucking asshole in a 6'5" fucking fox costume that costs $10,000 starts just fucking poking you. Oh my god, that Dollar Tree would be the start of a forest fire because I'd fucking burn it to the ground. Again, if it was like an actual fox doing that, adorable. But there's a person in there. There aren't just like 8 foxes stacked on top of each other in a fursuit, you know? There's a person in there and they know better. What does the fox say? Sorry, I hope it says sorry. But regardless, I feel like the majority of furry hatred is directed towards their very existence. You know, not at the things they do or who they are as individuals or the beliefs that they have. So many people boil down just the existence of them as cringe. Which begs the real question I wanted to answer in this video. Are furries cringe? To answer that question, we need to know what cringe is. Webster's dictionary defines cringe as What? It's tough to define cringe in like the modern age, but I think the act of cringing, like that emotion, it's a very introspective emotion, I think, because we often cringe the most when we think about the embarrassing things that we've done in the past, right? Like when I had a Pixo site in 2005 and I made a page on there where people could send anonymous messages. But I wasn't getting any anonymous messages. I wasn't getting any messages at all. So I sent in a message myself. And that message was saying how cute and funny I was and that I have a big crush on me. And then I responded to that anonymous message with, oh my God, who is this? Is that cringy? Or is that a heartbreaking story about a young boy struggling with his confidence and wanting to feel desired by someone? Or is it cringe? It is pretty cringe. I don't know. And I think that's why we cringe at these cringe compilations sometimes. We see somebody do something that we would never do ourselves because it would embarrass us or make us feel uncomfortable, so we insert ourselves into that position and we cringe. I honestly don't think we're cringing at that person particularly, right? We're all fucking selfish. When we cringe in our heads, we go, oh, I would never do that. Therefore, I am better. Now I can laugh. Now I can laugh at this lesser individual. And I know I literally just said in my last video that cringe culture is dead, but it needs to be resurrected. Don't say it, 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 don't say it. Erect. I know I literally just said that, but one, it was a joke. And two, I think there's a good way to cringe and a bad way to cringe. Like when someone is actively causing harm or a disruption to another human being, there's no way around that. That's cringe. Sorry to Cody and Noel, I'll pay you guys a royalty or something. But dude, drive-through singing lady? Cringe. Adam Levine DMs? Cringe. Alpha males? Cringe. Pickup artists? Cringe. But people gathering to appreciate and celebrate a common aspect of their lives? Not cringe. I've watched so many cringe compilations where the whole video is just featuring kids having the best days of their lives. Oh, you're telling me a small, nervous child misspoke at a Minecraft convention in front of thousands of people? What a fucking loser, dude. Cringe. If it was me there, I would have had a beer. And it's the same as Disney adults. Man, sure, some people take it way too far.
Classy Disney.
But for the most part, it's harmless. And I also read a study that concluded 15% of people who would call themselves a furry are actually on the spectrum. So it's like, yo, finally, a way for neurodivergent people to communicate with other people in a way that feels comfortable to them.
Hello, it's me. I'm editing right now. I just wanted to clarify something really quick about the point I was making. Obviously, I wasn't talking about every single neurodivergent person. You know, obviously, being neurodivergent doesn't equate to being unable to communicate with people. That's not what I was saying at all. I was just saying, based on the research I've done, for some people on the spectrum, the furry community can provide a lot of comfort emotionally, socially, and even physically. I learned also for people who have like sensory sensitivities, like that fursuit can be like a physical like buffer between the fascinating stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify what I was saying. Back to me.
And even when they do that, people are like,
hey yo, pause.
Wait, did you just say pause?
I'll fucking kill you right now.
So there's the cringe aspect taken care of. Well, I don't want to say taken care of. No one's going to cringe at him anymore. We did it. We talked about the cringe, but what are the other criticisms? Well, there's a big one that I mentioned earlier in the video, and that is the
sexual nature.
Thanks to 1,000 Ways to Die and other pieces of media, furries as a whole are often reduced to the small percentage of furries as a whole. And look, I don't want to kink shame anybody, okay? Whatever 2 or more consenting adults choose to do in the desert, that's none of my business. I think, if anything, it says more about the people criticizing furries for this, you know? Oh, you're a furry? Huh. So you fucking that suit or what? Like, I feel like in any fandom, there's gonna be people who turn everything into like a weird sex thing. Here's an example right here.
Welcome back to Pokemon Year, the challenge where for every day of the year 2022, I roll a random number generator, and the number I get corresponds to the Pokédex number of the Pokemon that I have to nut to for that day. The Pokemon that I have to nut to for that day.
Yeah, that is real, by the way. He has not missed a day. But there's proof right there, man. No matter what fandom you're in, there's gonna be some horn dogs ruining it for everybody else. But when it comes to furries, and that's spelled C-O-M-E-S, according to the Daily Mail, only about 4% of furries rank sex as an important part of their lifestyle. But that's also because 96% of furries have never had sex. I'm sorry. It's a joke. I had to make it. It was right in front of me. I had to write it down and then say it. I'm sorry. In reality, dude, they probably bone way more than like anybody. Remember like the band kids or like the drama kids, dude? And speaking of how you're orientated sexually, I read a medical research paper that said, sorry, I'll say that again. I read a medical research paper for this video. Thank you. And that paper stated that 84% of male furries identified as part of a non-heterosexual group. And the surveyed group also stated that, furthermore, male furries tended to be sexually aroused by fantasizing about being the same kinds of anthropomorphic animals to whom they were sexually attracted, with respect to gender and species. And this is just me theorizing because I have literally no experience with this or understanding of it whatsoever. But like, the world we live in is so fucking awful and mean and discriminatory towards LGBTQ plus people. So being able to just don like a fursuit, a fursona where your gender doesn't fucking matter to anybody and no one is like criticizing you or asking you about it all the time, like that must feel incredible. But one critique that people still have towards furries is that it's weird to be attracted to an anthropomorphic animal character. And I see that critique, but I also raise you this. Need I say more? And I'm not too proud of this one, but I also raise you this. Okay? Dude, when I first saw Kovu in Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, I lost my mind, man. I wanted to be him so bad. I'm not lion, okay? But I wish I was. I wish I was that specific lion. And Disney be like, I am going to create a lion that is so cool. I don't know, man. I've just done so much research and I've watched a bunch of videos about furries the past week because I just wanted to learn. And honestly, I wish I did it sooner. Because if I made a video about furries like 5 years ago, it probably would have just been me watching some fucking furry cringe compilation and being like, these guys are weird, you know? It would just be me making fun of them probably. And I did that. That's a thing I did. I literally did that. I actually wasn't that harsh in that video, but still, I could have just, I could have just done the research and made this video 5 years ago, you know? So you know what? Today, what is it right now? September 26th, I am declaring Kurtis Town as a furry-friendly zone, okay? It's official. We support you, okay? I did, however, get tagged in a TikTok from someone saying that they were gonna come to my show in their fursuit. Hey, don't do that. Do not do that. They will not let you into the venue. And even if they did let you into the venue, it'd be distracting as hell. But no, dude, I think we need to be more accepting, right? Furries are people like you and me. We watch movies, they watch movies. We go to sleep, they go to sleep. We eat French fries, they eat French fries. The only difference is they order theirs animal style. And that's fine. Because there's more furries than you think, okay? There's millions of them. Even some of your favorite celebrities are furries. Literally anybody who's been on The Masked Singer, furries. Dude, Ninja is a furry. And that actually makes a lot of sense, you know? Animals don't wear bras, and Ninja's favorite thing is the absence of bras. And hey, whether you're a furry or not, you gotta eat. So let's hear a word from today's sponsor, HelloFresh. That's right, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Well, folks, fall is upon us. I know a lot of you are going back to school around this time, and you're just way too busy to be worried about shopping for groceries and worrying about what you're gonna have for dinner that night. And that's why now is the perfect time to try out HelloFresh and their weekly selection of 30+ recipes featuring fresh produce and 70+ convenience items delivered right to your door. I know we're all busy literally all the time, but no matter how packed your schedule is, we all deserve a home-cooked meal. And that's why HelloFresh is so great. It works with your schedule. Plans are flexible and you can change your meal preferences, update your delivery day, and even change your address with just a few taps on the HelloFresh app. And home cooking doesn't have to be this like scary, intimidating thing. HelloFresh meals have foolproof, step-by-step recipes and are done in around 30 minutes or less. And look, I know it's hard to eat healthy these days, especially if you're a student and stuff. Like it's tough, but with HelloFresh, you get food that is both healthy and delicious. HelloFresh offers veggie, pescatarian, and fit and wholesome meals to make it easy to stick to your goals. And on top of all of that awesome stuff, HelloFresh is also the very first carbon-neutral meal kit company, and nearly all the packaging is recyclable. Here's a little fun fact that I learned. The insulation that comes in the HelloFresh boxes can even be dissolved in water and used as plant food for your garden. Isn't that so cool? And like I said, right now is the best time to give HelloFresh a try because they're hooking up the citizens of Kurtistown with a terrific deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code Kurtistown65 for 65% off. Plus, free shipping. I've been eating HelloFresh every week for like 3 years now, and believe me when I say, even when they stop sponsoring my videos, I'm still gonna be eating them every week. I don't care. I love the food. I love making meals that I've never made before, and also becoming a better chef in the process. It's great. So I really hope you guys check them out because it really helps me out when you guys check out the sponsors and stuff so I can keep making my little videos. All right, thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. Back to me. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little different from what I usually do, but I kind of like just picking a topic and talking about it. So let me know what you thought of this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, so maybe I'll do more of this. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you learned something. If you're a furry, let me know what you thought. It's some good discussion here. I also got to say, I will be taking my first break. My first real break / vacation. There will be no videos on this channel in the month of October or on my podcast channel. I'm taking a break, okay? I've been doing this fucking like nonstop for 4 years, pretty much. It's been a long time since I've been like an actual vacation. So I'm gonna take one. I'll probably still be posting on like Instagram and Twitter. So if you want to keep track of what I'm up to, probably make TikToks too. But on here, I'm taking a break from YouTube for like a month. All right. But yeah, you can keep up with me. All my socials are down there in the description. Come to my shows. The last shows I got of the year coming up on the West Coast, and we added some late shows. So come and support the fellas. Yeah, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. There's a certain TikToker that I need to report 1,000,000 times. Goodbye. Fellas, is it cringe to want to be loved? Did you know that hackers can just steal your personal data, your banking info, and it can straight up ruin your day or your life? It's scary. And I'm touring right now, so I've been absolutely juicing public Wi-Fi networks and hotels and airports and stuff. So I've been extra grateful for ExpressVPN this past few weeks because they're keeping my personal data safe and secure. ExpressVPN encrypts your data through a secure tunnel so nobody can see who you are or what you're up to. Also, ExpressVPN's encryption is so strong that it would take a hacker with a supercomputer literally billions of years to crack. They're not getting through, okay? Sorry. ExpressVPN also masks your IP address by rerouting your connection through one of their 3,000 plus servers, thus hiding your real IP address and replacing it with one of their own. And look, with servers in 94 different countries, you have a wide variety of places you can choose to appear from. And that's great for security purposes, but it also allows you to vastly increase your entertainment library. Let me explain. For example, if I want to watch the critically acclaimed British show Peaky Blinders on Netflix, I'd be out of luck, dude, because that show is not on American Netflix, okay? Can't watch it. But with ExpressVPN, I just have to switch to a server in the UK with a couple clicks, and pip cheerio, I'm watching the show. It's so easy, mate. Folks, this is a no-brainer, okay? ExpressVPN is consistently faster than any other VPN provider. They're super easy to use as well. You can connect with just one simple click. And, oh yeah, it's the top-rated VPN provider. Rated #1 by Tech Radar, The Verge, and many more. And believe it or not, it gets better, okay? Because ExpressVPN is hooking up the citizens of Kurtistown with a great deal. All you have to do is click the link in the description or go to expressvpn.com/Kurtistown to find out how you can get 3 months free. Thank you so much to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. I've been using ExpressVPN like literally every day for more than 2 years, and I cannot recommend it enough. So check it out. You won't regret it. It also helps me out. So everybody wins here, dude. Okay, thank you, ExpressVPN. Back to me. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please press the like button because 1 like equals 1 microphone that I will remove from an iPhone. I'm doing the Lord's work, baby. Let me know what you think of these guys, these interviewers, huh? You can check the description for the other things I do. My weekly podcast called Very Really Good, my Instagram, my Twitter, my website, my merch, all that stuff. You can also subscribe if you want because I make a video all the time. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It is the law. All right, I would love to stick around, but I have to go. Okay, there's a sale on board shorts, and I fucking need them, so goodbye.
cringe-ass Nene baby.
Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's very good to see you again. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single video. So press the subscribe button for an extra greeting. Folks, we've got a very special video today. I'm very excited. I've wanted to make this for a very long time, but I just didn't know how to go about doing it, but today feels right. We're gonna be talking about a very strange television show that used to be on television, obviously. The show is about, you know, spitting game, being suave, so I thought I'd look the part, okay? I'm growing out my facial hair, I'm gonna look handsome and strapping, and I'm just gonna look like a super good boy. And I let you guys know on Instagram that I was growing my my mustache out. I haven't looked at the comments yet, but I thought we'd look at them now and start this video on a high note, you know? So let's take a look at all these compliments, shall we? All right, I'm just gonna pull it up. Remove immediately. Went from soft boy looking effervescent to 30-year-old on the park. You look like the world record egg with hair for some reason. I hate it. You look dumb. Stop it. This is what my sleep paralysis demon looks like. Kurtis, I think there's some dirt above your lip. I have never been so terrified scrolling through my feed. You are rat. This picture smells like pizza extreme flavor blasted goldfish. You guys. I'll be right back. Okay, just gonna shave this off really quick. Oh my god, are you kidding me? No razors? What am I gonna do? I can't keep this on my face. If only there was a company that could oh yeah. Today's video is sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. We all know what Dollar Shave Club is. High quality razors with new blades sent to you in the mail for an affordable price. It's the best. But did you know that they have way more than just shaving products? Dollar Shave Club has something to solve all of your grooming needs in just one box. There's shower products like the Sage and Black Pepper Shampoo, oral care products like the Peppermint Kick Toothpaste, skin products like the Citrus Hawaiian Ginger Face Cleanser, and so much more, dude. One product I've really fell in love with is this Dr. Carver's Shave Butter. For years, I've been using just random shaving gels from the drugstore, but after trying this, dude, I'm never going back. It's the smoothest goddamn shave I've ever had, and that's especially good for you mustache-hating citizens of Kurtistown, because I can get rid of every last little hair on my face. And it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl or whatever you identify as, if you want high-quality products and the most bang for your buck, Dollar Shave Club is the way to go, my guy. Join the club with one of their starter sets for only $5, and after that, the restock box ships regular sized products at regular price. Get this exclusive deal at dollarshaveclub.com/Kurtistown. And you'll also be supporting me and my channel so I can make bigger and better videos in the future. Alright, thank you very much, Dollar Shave Club. Now, let's get into the video. Okay, I'm back. I just had to go do something really quick. It was
nothing really.
Okay, so a little while back, I made a video about this old kids show called Uh-Oh.
My goodness, Punisher, control! Control!
And that I later found out was only really played in Canada. And to keep up with this, well, I guess we'll make it a series now, and weird old Canadian television shows. We're gonna be talking about one called Keys to the VIP. Keys to the VIP was basically a game show where two fellas would go head to head with each other through a series of challenges, and whoever won a nice, like, fun VIP night at a club. And I know you're wondering, what did these boys do to compete with each other? Did they do some sort of athletic challenge, some sort of crazy, gross, like, fear factor challenge type thing? Did they answer skill testing questions? Nope! They battled it out in a club to see who could hit on girls better. Yep. And they did this while 4 dudes would watch them from some remote location and judge them, basically. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this, but
it's a real thing.
We're gonna watch one episode in particular, see the format of it, how it was laid out, and how insanely cringy it really was. When I was researching for this video, I watched way too many episodes of this, and my brain literally doesn't work anymore. It was ruined. It was ruined in the process, but for the content, baby. It's what you do. So we're gonna watch season 1, episode 4, and the title of this episode was Cocoa Butter Chris versus Yakov the Trapper. Okay, let's go.
In tonight's battle, Cocoa Butter Chris takes on Yakov the Trapper in a 3-round contest at Mink nightclub. Each round is a challenge carefully designed to test a player's ability to seduce women in a real-life battlefield.
Real-life battlefield, you know? It would be hilarious if that's what war was. Curtis here reporting for duty. Okay, here's your chin strap beard and aviators. Go make your country proud. Where's my gun? Aren't we like fighting and stuff? No, that's weak shit, dude. This is the real war. Picking up chicks.
The cameras are hidden, the women are real, and the game is on.
Now we get to meet the judges, who apparently are masters of picking up chicks and stuff. They're just the fucking smoothest dudes you've ever seen, dude. So smooth. They're hairless and very soft. So smooth, dude.
Across town at Kai Lounge, our expert panel of pickup commentators with perspectives descending from the 4 corners of the male's psyche. There's Alan, the cold, calculated master of pickup analysis. Peaches, an ex-all-star jock-inspired seduction specialist.
Jock-inspired seduction specialist. I hope that's on his resume.
Sheldon, the mysteriously coy and unorthodox philosopher, and Chris, a hopelessly romantic man of integrity.
I'm gonna say something right now, I'm gonna be vulnerable. I used to watch this show a lot. I don't know why, because when I watched it, I was like 10. Probably like 10 to 12 is when I watched this show a lot. And I don't know why. I wasn't going to clubs. I wasn't picking up girls. I was so nervous around girls all the time when I was that age, obviously, because I was 10. But even more embarrassing than that, this Chris guy, the last guy they showed you, I thought he was the coolest guy in the world. Just because he had like longer hair, I guess, and a soul patch. If you're going to have a guy judging how well another guy is doing, the judge shouldn't have a soul patch. No offense if you have a soul patch, but if I see someone with a soul patch, I'm not taking anything they say seriously. The words come out, it gets tangled in their soul patch, and bullshit happens. You know? That's science, dude. Look it up. Okay, now it's time to meet the 2 fellas competing. Let's go.
Up first, Yakov the Trapper.
Hey, I'm Yakov. This is my pad. Everything here reflects what I do, why I do it. Accessories. You gotta have the right stuff.
Can you even imagine a more early 2000s pair of sunglasses, you know? Those fucking fast ones that are like...
My bow, when I'm shooting targets. I'm a hunter. Why not? But also kind of a little bit of a trapper. Yeah, you know what I mean? Who doesn't love a cowboy, right?
Yee!
I love music. I love to DJ.
Oh my god. I mean, good for him. He has a lot of hobbies and interests, but I don't think a bow and arrow should ever be that close to a turntable. That should be a law where those should be kept a certain number of meters away from each other. Oh yeah, nice. I'm rooting for this guy, okay? Only because of the extremely popped collar and the puka shell necklace. If you got the confidence to rock those 2 together, my god, you can do anything, dude.
I'm really concerned for Yakov because I think he hasn't slept in a couple of days.
Well, I liked how he was talking about in prehistoric times there was hunting. Well, I think in prehistoric times Yakov would have been the hunted.
Bullying. I know I was poking fun at him, but I was only making fun of his hobbies and his clothing, alright? I'm making fun of things that he chose to do. He didn't choose to look like that, but these guys are just like...
Fucking, this guy's ugly as shit. Fuck this guy. He doesn't have a soul patch like me.
These 4 guys know everything about seduction and how to pick up girls. They're also fucking mean. Let's watch them bully this poor man. Ha ha ha.
Cocoa Butter Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris, and welcome to my palace.
Okay, Jesus Christ. I know I edit my videos to shit, but oh my god, can we dial it back like a bit? Like all this flashing and crazy transitions for a guy's bedroom?
Before I go out, I like to use cocoa butter, because this is the #1 key to my game. I put it on everywhere. Tonight, I'm winning. I'm taking that title, and I'm taking the ladies home, because I'm smiling and I'm fly.
If this guy isn't in jail right now for murder, I'll be surprised. Look at this face, dude. This is what you see before you die.
I'm what the ladies like.
Dude, the most awkward thing.
I'm what the ladies like.
It's like the cameraman was like waiting for him to say something else, but he was like,
I'm what the ladies like.
is he gonna say something else or? Should I just like keep it rolling? I don't.
In round one, each player has 5 minutes to impress us with his unique seductive prowess.
No rules, dude. That's cool. Let's go.
What's your name?
Jackie. Hey, these girls both have boyfriends.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, well, that's great. Who said I'm here to pick them up? My name is Vito.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, no. What does this girl care? You know what I mean? These girls look old enough to vote. Let them make their own decision.
This is like the main problem with this show. When you try to like gamify, is that a word? Gamify? Oh my god, it is. Cool. When you try to like gamify human interaction, it's impossible because these two girls had boyfriends, and obviously they're not going to be like, well, yeah, this dancing guy is dancing. Here's my number. So you can't really have like consistent outcomes every time because, you know, they're human beings, not a game. But hey, what do I know? Let's keep watching.
So how about we dance all together? Yeah, not for a little bit? All right, ladies, you guys take care. How's it going? Good.
And you're like,
Sorry.
bathroom break.
How's it going?
It's great.
Good. What's your name?
Not need to know.
Yeah, not need to know, and why is that?
Because I'm talking to people.
All right.
Like, that's the thing, they're automatically set up to fail. Like, that's so weird for one guy to just be like, maybe it's not, I don't know. Do people just go to clubs alone and being like, and just like, it's your name. All right. Hey, you want to dance? Okay. Do you want to dance? No, you don't? All right. What's your name? And then it just goes on forever.
Oh my god, I was thinking the same thing. No, I'm just teasing. I have no idea. I think Hazel.
I think I too. No,
Nice.
they're green. They're hazel.
Yeah, All right, take care.
Oh. So the end of the first round.
I don't know.
0-0 because, you know, they're both bad. They didn't kiss anybody. What was that? What was that all about, huh?
Kiss them.
So round one was freestyle where they can do anything, but most of the time they have these little like challenges or rules. And this one in particular, they have to not use any words and just dance because, you know, it's a totally human interaction that will definitely work. Okay, Jesus Christ. So it's really hard to watch a lot of the time because obviously they get shut down most of the time. Another thing I want to talk about, the 4 judges, through all of the episodes I've seen in my life, probably all of them because I was a very weird 10-year-old, I guess, they never show them picking up girls or anything. Because I feel like if they did show them in a club doing this with the same setting, it would go just the same. Because back to my regular point, they're not treating these girls like, you know, human beings. I don't know, just a thought. Let's keep going.
You have a very beautiful eyes.
That's a DQ. Because he's not supposed to say a word. He's supposed to get somebody to dance without saying a word.
It's not the rules, dude. You can't talk to someone, dude.
How dare you, bro?
That's what I'm gonna do to start conversations now. Just start dancing in front of people without even like saying a word. Hey, welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you? Sir, there's a line behind you. Can you... I need to order something or just go. I don't... Sir. Why isn't this working? Catch me at your local Starbucks absolutely busting a move. Very soon.
Round 3, each player must retrieve a woman's phone number. What the player doesn't know is that his opponent will be sent in, determined to steal her away.
How about you? Where do you go normally? Good to me? How you doing, man? I'm good. Good. How you doing, bro? I'm doing awesome. Great. Good. Cool. Good. Somewhere else. Do you know? Yeah. For your birthday.
I did so many things.
See you, Chris. Nice to meet you.
Dude. Okay. Well, that was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. This is almost like illegal. There's two guys being like, well, come on, no, like, with me, they'll dance with me. No, me, okay, though. But like, what about me and me? Come on. Like, just pulling, gross, man. It's so gross. But hey, it's the battlefield, dude. Those are two skilled fucking soldiers out there in the trenches, dude. Being creepy. That's what you gotta do, man. And he's trying like so hard to like still be cool by some, oh god.
There's no way in hell that we can give the VIP experience to any of these clowns.
Nobody really won any of the 3 rounds because the casting director did a terrible job. I don't know who the casting director was for this show, but they should be fired immediately. What's that? You want 2 guys who are really cool and are really smooth and stuff? Okay. Well, I'll do the opposite of that. Goodbye.
We might as well just crown that guy. Hey, give me your birthday. Come here. You know what? You're the champion of today's game, buddy.
Congratulations, that guy. Enjoy your VIP experience.
So now they just crown a random guy, I guess, which is actually pretty funny. I'll give that to them. That's really funny that they did that. And now this guy just has a fun night at a club. So there you go. There's an episode of Keys to the VIP. I wanted to talk about this show because I remembered it a few weeks ago, and for a second I was like, was that an actual real show or did I just imagine all of that? But it's very real, and you can watch all of them on YouTube. So I'll leave it in the description if you want, but it's just a really strange concept. And I've watched a lot of episodes in the past few days, and most of the girls are insanely uncomfortable when these guys come up to them. Obviously. And these challenges are relatively tame. I've seen some episodes, I'll show you some examples, but literally one challenge was you had to start your conversation with an insult and then still try to get their number. How fucked up is that, you know? And some TV executive was just like, dude.
I know we're already objectifying these girls, but how about we fucking insult them too? What do we think, guys?
And then everybody clapped. The weirdest thing about the show is that when they're competing, they're in a club, drinking, you know, dancing with girls, and the prize is to go to a club to drink and dance with girls. That's like if you got first place for gymnastics at the Olympics, and instead of a gold medal, they were just like, congratulations, now you get to go do more gymnastics. Enjoy. Not a very good prize. There's just absolutely no way that this TV show could exist today. Thank God. It's so fucked up to just go into a club and be like, hey girl, give me your number. All right, great. I'm never gonna talk to you again because this is for a show, so I can win and hang out with other girls. Fuck you. It's so weird. And the worst part, you know, worse than the editing, the creepiness, the objectification, what's worse than that is Chris's soul patch. You better stop! Obviously the massaging and everything is a lot worse than that, but dude, don't have a soul patch. That's the main thing that I want you to take from this video. Chris, if you're watching this and you still have that soul patch, please click the link in my description. All right. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you liked the video, please press the like button. 1 like equals 1 soul patch. Then you won't like it. That's not a good thing. 1 like equals 1 shaved soul patch. Let me know if you enjoyed this, you want to see more videos like this. Canada had a lot of very strange television shows, and I'd love to do more. So let me know if you want to see more weird Canadian shows that I can make fun of. And obviously don't forget to press the subscribe button because I make a video every single week and they're so much fun. And you'll get an extra greeting at the beginning of every video. So press it, dude.
Press the dang button.
Thanks again to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring today's video. I've been using them for like over a year, so it's really cool to get to do a video with them. Click the link in the description, give it a try. You'll love it, dude. That's the new slogan. Dollar Shave Club. You'll love it, dude. And you'll also be supporting me and my channel. So yeah, check it out, guys. Thank you very much. Also in the description, you can find links to my super cool and soft merch and links to my podcast that I do. Weekly podcast called Very Really Good. It's a lot of fun. And there's also a Patreon for that podcast where you can get early access to episodes and a bonus monthly video episode. All right, thank you very much for watching. I've been Kurtis Conner. I'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna go dance in a Starbucks. Goodbye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more from me, there's some videos right on the screen that you can click and watch, and don't forget to press that subscribe button. All right, I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Peace out.
Hey guys, before we get into the video, did you know that I stream on Twitch every week? Doing a lot of card unboxing. We did a Digimon, and then me and Jarvis just did a first edition Pokemon box. So it's just twitch.tv/Kurtis Conner. It's a lot of fun. If that's your thing, then check it out. If not, enjoy the video. Folks!
I know you guys have been pretty upset with me because I stopped doing my my usual intro. I've been doing it for years and then I just kind of stopped. And you guys are mad at me, understandably so. So I thought, you know what? I was in the wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back. Hey sisters! Guys, I'm not feeling very motivated. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to film this freaking video. If only there were people out there who stood on stages and yelled a bunch of vague, vapid, generalized nonsense in my face. But no one would be crazy enough to do that, right?
The point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear.
And all the lessons that I learned here on stage.
Why were you scared in your
Everything you people told me, I didn't have to know.
No, motivational speakers, you've heard of them. But what are they really? Is this a motivational speaker?
You can do it, man.
Yes, technically it is, but that's not what the video is about, obviously. I want to talk about motivational speakers in general before we get into the main event, because that whole profession is just so fascinating to me. Like the thought of someone getting on stage and being like, you can do it. Thank you, that'll be $800. It's so fucking crazy to me, man. And before you say it, I know. I go up on stage and I talk about my dick and balls for an hour. But my tickets are only like 40 bucks, so it's fine. If you're watching this video and a motivational speaker has actually helped you like improve your life, become more confident or something, cool. That's great. I'm proud of you. But most of the time, these motivational speakers are just saying the most generic shit in the world and charging hundreds of dollars for it. And it's just so funny to me. Like, I love comparing motivational speaking to stand-up comedy because there's a lot of similarities. There's crowd work, jokes, way too many white guys. The main difference is like comedians usually have like the handheld mic, but the motivational speakers, man, they got the fucking Britney Spears microphone, dude. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, actually, I gotta start using a gamer headset as a microphone when I'm doing stand-up, dude. Holy fuck. So I said, babe, that's not very pog of you. But no, it's funny to compare motivational speaking to stand-up because like with stand-up, there's like a pretty clear path, like a clear progression. You know, you start doing some open mics in your city and then maybe, you know, once you get out there a bunch, you start getting booked on some shows and keep at it, you get better. Maybe an opportunity opens up, a showcase, maybe an audition for like a cool show or something. Like that makes sense, but how do you become a motivational speaker, right? Are there motivational speaker open mics at dingy bars that I'm not aware of? Because if there are, please fucking tell me and I will go to every single one of them. Okay, thanks everybody for coming. Give it up for your host. Yeah, all right. Yeah, if you don't mind, man. This is, I just got some new material to work out, so bear with me. I believe in you guys. I think you guys could do it, okay? And I'm gonna change someone's life today. Sir, what do you do for a living? Oh, come on, man. Leave me out of this. Come on. You're just gonna roast me or something. No. Come on, man. Go to the next guy. I'm a motivational speaker. This is... Oh, I love this. Why are you all laughing? I love this. This is really fun. Are we having a lot of fun, guys? I'm a motivational speaker, guys. I'm motivating you. I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to make you feel better about yourself. I don't want you to be laughing. Genius, you're a genius. Can I just do my speech then, if you guys are just gonna keep laughing? This fucking guy. I believe in you guys. Wow. Hey, Lauren, you know that new sound you've been looking for? You guys can do it. Listen to this. If you set your mind on it, I think you can achieve the goals. Past the finish line, first place. I feel like there's a lot of overlap with entrepreneurs and motivational speakers. Every entrepreneur is a motivational speaker and vice versa. And I think that's because a lot of these entrepreneurs are so disconnected from the real world that they think anybody can do what they did if they just like put in the work or not making excuses, you know, all that generic shit. But I think the perfect example of this is someone like Grant Cardone. He's a business boy and he does a lot of like motivational seminars that are supposed to like help your mindset and also help your business. Also, Grant Cardone's last name is what a mechanic says when he's done a long day of work. Cardone, let's listen to this snippet of one of his speeches.
I've called on people I didn't want to be with. I've done things I didn't want to do, okay? It is not about doing what you love. It's about doing whatever it takes to make your dreams a reality, to be closed and stay closed.
First off, music's way too fucking loud. Seriously though, what did he say there? What did Grant really say there? Nothing. He didn't say a fucking thing. And look at how expensive it is to see him live. $2,500. And that's the cheapest option. Again, if these people help you out, congrats. I have a lot of questions, but at the end of the day, I'm happy for you. But to me, a lot of these motivational speakers are just con men preying on the emotionally vulnerable, which brings us to today's topic. I was scrolling through TikTok, as one does, when I stumbled upon a video from this guy named Owen Cook. So let's watch that.
Come to the front for a sec. Come to the front. I just want you to, I want everybody to be able to see you clearly. Come to the front. Yeah. Loud. The reason I brought you is I want you to share loud. Say hi.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
How's he sound?
Good.
Well, that's it. Oh, I thought there'd be more. Cause what the fuck? Watch him get fixed. That's what my dog's vet said after cutting his balls off. My dog's balls. He didn't say, the vet didn't say, watch him get fixed, and then cut his own balls off. Back to the video. That guy just said words louder. That's the solution, huh? That's what fixes all your problems. Lose your job? No big deal. Wife divorce you? Easy. Got yelled at by the librarian because you're yelling too much in the library? Shh. Fuck. Sorry. So obviously when I saw this video, I went straight to his profile to see what else he has going on. And folks, it's a fucking goldmine. So this Owen Cook fella, he goes around and does these motivational shows where he'll bring people up on stage with him and he'll try to like alphatize them. He'll try to fix all their problems with an alpha mindset, and he'll turn all these beta cucks into these alpha fucks. It's kind of amazing. So I thought we'd go through his content today and see if we could learn anything. The one thing he's doing differently from the Grant Cardones of the world is his tour is actually free. I mean, like, nothing's really free, so there's gotta be some sort of catch. He probably sells like CDs there. But the website says it's free. Still a little too expensive for what he's giving, but you know, to each their own. But also it's pretty cool. If we take a look at his website, it says his tour is a can't miss event. Is there a Mr. event?
Yes, there is, Kurtis.
Hold up. I swear to God, like clockwork. Every time you see these like self-help gurus, motivational speakers, these alpha males, they can't fucking spell. Spell check, dude? That's for fucking betas, bro. B-A-Y-T-U-H. Beta. But anyways, Owen's style of motivation is very different from his peers. He takes a very interesting angle. So let's take a look at it.
Okay, pop over. So he's looking at the ground already. He's tense. Can you see how tense he looks right now? Say hello to the audience.
Hello.
Okay, so his voice can't project. And by the way, I hate to say it, you guys just insulted him, by the way. Oh. You wanna know why? You literally, do you wanna know my greatest fear of being in a wheelchair? Not the wheelchair. I'm not afraid of a wheelchair. You know what scares me? Everybody's gonna be too nice.
Okay, I don't even know where to begin. First thing, pretty crazy to insult someone for not being able to make their voice project when you're talking into a microphone, sir.
Okay, so his voice can't project.
Of course he isn't talking as loud as you, man. Bit of an unfair advantage. That's like standing on stilts and fucking making fun of everybody for being short. And then this next thing he says, people cheer for this guy to be nice and like supportive for, you know, having the courage to go up.
And by the way, I hate to say it.
And he says that they're insulting him?
You guys just insulted him, by the way.
Not true. If people applauding and cheering for you is an insult, oh man. I'm constantly bullied. But then after that, he takes a pretty sharp turn and goes on to say that the worst part about being in a wheelchair is people being too nice to you.
Everybody's gonna be too nice.
And I think I'm gonna push back on that a little bit, just because of how inaccessible the fucking world is for people in wheelchairs. You know what I mean? Say if someone in a wheelchair couldn't get into their dentist's office because there's no wheelchair ramp, like it's not wheelchair accessible. I highly doubt the first thing they're saying is like, well, at least this isn't someone being nice to me. Man, what a fucking weird take, bro. Like, this is the thing about motivational speakers. They'll say the craziest shit and then just keep talking. Like they didn't even say it. Like, no, go back. Please explain yourself. But anyways, a lot of his TikToks are just like little clips that he pulled from a 54-minute video on his YouTube channel of this entire seminar. And I unfortunately watched the entire thing. And I just want to show you guys some of the highlights of that seminar because when I was done watching it, I had to wipe dust off of my chin because my jaw was on the floor the whole damn time. So I made a little montage just to show you what the vibes were like at this seminar.
If I'm speaking to you like this right now, and I'm speaking to you like this right now, and I'm speaking to you like this right now, if I'm speaking to you like this right now, and I'm speaking to you like this right now, why'd the human cross the road?
His dick was caught in the chicken.
If I'm speaking to you like this right now, and I'm speaking to you like this right now, they can't even hear you. I'm speaking like this right now.
His dick was caught in the chicken.
Be a man, figure it out. You ever have a friend your age die?
No.
Soon you will, if you're lucky.
I took a few lines out of context for the sake of comedy, obviously, but I promise you, even with context, it makes no sense. It honestly might make less sense with context. You can probably tell so far, Owen's method is a little unique. It's a little crazy. Instead of inspiring people with positive affirmations and good advice, he goes the entirely opposite way and just insults them, straight up bullying people and calling it a motivational speech. And you know what? Call me crazy. I don't think that's the best method to motivate people. Like this poor guy, who, may I add, he said he's been watching Owen for 5 years.
How long have you known about me?
About 5 years.
And he's still having problems, which, you know, kind of makes you think that the things that he's teaching don't fucking do anything. That's just a theory.
A game theory.
But this poor guy, man, he goes to a seminar so he can learn tips on how to become more confident because maybe he has a lot of people in his life who put him down. And when he gets to the seminar to avoid all the bullies in his life, he gets bullied by this fucking lumberjack ass. You go to a motivational speaker to make you feel better. Owen's doing the opposite, man. That's like if you went to go see a doctor because you have a broken leg, but instead of the doctor fixing your broken leg, he just breaks your other leg too. And then you're in a wheelchair and people are gonna be too nice to you. Ugh. I've compiled a few clips of him just bullying, so let's watch.
The type of person you'll never meet, ever. Because you're just a little three. And not only are you three, but you're here to get help, and instead of getting help, you got laughed at by a woman and laughed at by the entire crowd. And then a bunch of people, even quieter and more derpy looking than you, are gonna form in a group. Yeah, you're about to say something, I can tell? No, okay, of course. So, okay. When I do that, by the way, what I'm doing is teaching.
It's hard to watch, man. And also that last clip is so fucking crazy, man.
What I'm doing is teaching.
You know, when I do that, I'm teaching. You know, I'm teaching. You know that? You guys know that, right? I'm teaching. I'm being a good guy.
Because you're just a little three.
You know when I pantsed him and then gave him a swirly and stole all his lunch money, then stuffed him into a locker and then threw the locker into the ocean? It's a life lesson. You're just bullying him, man. And the last time I checked, that's not what teachers do. All right, class, can anybody tell me what 5 times 6 is? Yes, you. I think it's 25. 25, you said? With a question on the board there? Fuck, good job, man. Yeah, good answer. Holy shit. Class, Albert Einstein's here. Albert Einstein's here in the fucking classroom. Holy shit. Huge fan. Can I get your autograph? Oh, wait, sorry, it's 30. Sorry, I got 30. No. If Albert Einstein says 5 times 6 is 25, I guess it is. Inventing new math over here. Fuck, man. I thought you died. I fucking straight up thought you died. But look at you, Albert Einstein, in my class. Holy shit, guys. Okay, you don't have to be so mean. I'm trying my best. Shut the fuck up, man. Nobody even asked you what 5 times 6 is. What? You literally asked me. I asked the class. I didn't ask you. I'm in the class. Fuck you, man. That was a low blow. What the fuck? You're ugly. I look exactly like you. You see? That's ridiculous. To me, it seems like when Owen was a kid, he would get bullied by someone, and every time the bully would be like, oh, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. So that's what he thinks teaching is. But hey, Owen is a self-proclaimed alpha male, so we have to listen to him. Let's see what else this alpha male has to say.
Just never be a beta. Just never, ever do it. It is death. Never, ever do it. Okay? Okay? The only thing good is if you're like in jail and you're about to get shot. You're like, okay, you know? Other than that, if you're in a free society, don't do it. It just doesn't happen. It cannot happen. And by the way, the sooner you accept this, the easier life gets. You're like, oh, life is actually awesome. when you accept it. As long as you don't accept it and you're like, I just want someone to like me for the real beta me, your life's gonna be freaking miserable. People around you will be miserable and you will be miserable. So just get over it. Okay, it doesn't mean to walk around paranoid. An alpha male is comfortable with themselves. The number one trait of an alpha is self-comfort. So just be comfortable with yourself. Stop being uncomfortable with yourself and hiding.
Bro, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Oh, this shit pisses me off, man. The only time you're allowed to be a beta male is if you're about to get shot in prison. Okay, if I'm about to get shot in prison, I will be anything that will make me not get shot in prison, right? If I was in prison and some guy was like, be a parent, here I go. This obsession with like being like a type of male, like categorizing, it's so fucking weird, man. This is my impression of Owen Cook seeing a beta fish. How could you? Thank fucking God he isn't actually charging money for this, because wow. And I really feel for the audience, man. If you are going to this, you are in a bad spot. If this is what you need to help you out, you've tried everything else. And I'm sorry you're going through that. But it's so crazy to think that someone watched him say all this and they're like, it's true. When the real reaction should just be,
okay, it doesn't mean to walk around paranoid. An alpha male is comfortable with themselves. The number one trait of an alpha is self-comfort. So just be comfortable with yourself. Stop being uncomfortable with yourself and hiding.
What? And hey man, I'm sorry, but you can't call yourself an alpha male when you're dressed like that. Sorry, but he's dressed like a fucking Zoomies manager. What's going through your head when you put that fit on? The top half, I'm thinking craft beer enthusiast, and the bottom half of me, let's go 7th grader. Hey, maybe I'm wrong about all this. Maybe he is a super alpha male, and I just can't tell.
He's getting feedback, right? Now, why am I so motivated?
Okay, never mind. I know the entire concept of alpha and beta males is not true, and it's so fucking stupid when people believe that. But it is so funny to see someone who calls himself an alpha male swing their feet back and forth like they're a toddler eating Cheerios. You always have to be an alpha male. An alpha male is the strongest, toughest, most masculine man in the room at all times. Unlike you, you're ugly and short and stinky, and you're never gonna accomplish anything unless you're about to get shot in prison. I am the alpha. I am the strong one. I'm tough. I'm gonna live forever. You're not. I wanna watch Paw Patrol. Okay, I think you guys get it. That's all we'll look at in today's video. I hope you learned something today. I know I did. I think the main takeaway from this video, the main message that I wanna get across is you don't need a motivational speaker to make your life better. You don't need them. And you know what? Motivation, like, what is it, man? What even is it? It's a social construct, okay? Motivation is a social construct, and we need to reject it. We've all been fed lies that being motivated and driven are good qualities. No. Motivation is nothing but a byproduct of the Industrial Revolution, and we shouldn't be engaging in it. It's poison. Can't find a job? Good. Give up. You're a beta male? Awesome. You're a beta fish? Do not be motivated, okay? Even me motivating you to not be motivated is bad, and so you should do the opposite of what I'm saying. So be motivated. But at the same time, why motivate when you can motive 9?
Nice!
Now let's hear a word from today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Sleeper. Fantasy sports. They've been around forever, right? They're a lot of fun, but they're usually done on super old platforms that don't make any sense. They're intimidating, they're confusing, just bleh. Luckily, Sleeper is here to solve that problem. Folks, if you've never heard of Sleeper before, it's time to wake up. Sleeper is the best app to host your fantasy football, basketball, and esports leagues. And Sleeper delivers an innovative, seamless, and clean mobile experience. So clean you could eat off of it. Don't, but you could. And oh yeah, did I mention it's completely free? Because it is. And unlike older, boring fantasy platforms, Sleeper has personality. It has interactive features like text and voice chat built right into the app. So you don't have to leave the app, go to your group chat to talk smack to your friends about how much better your team is doing. You can do it all within the app, and it comes with no ads. Isn't that amazing? Ads suck, except for this one. Sleeper's mission is to connect people over sports.
And I think that's great. I love that. And look, I know my audience. I know some of you may not be into traditional sports. I get it. But I know that I got a bunch of epic gamers who watch my channel, okay? And that's why I think it's so cool that Sleeper includes esports into their platform. And hey, that's probably why millions of players have made the switch over to Sleeper. I mean, it is the fastest growing fantasy platform after all. Folks, there's just no better option out there. They've got a super easy to use design, a brand new matchmaking feature to help people interested in playing to find a league that fits their needs. And oh yeah, everything is entirely free. So what are you waiting for? Even if you've never given fantasy sports a try, now's the perfect time to give it a go. So click the link in my description, download Sleeper on the App Store or Google Play. Find out why millions of people have made the switch over to Sleeper for their fantasy sports fix. And obviously it helps me out a bunch when you check out the sponsors, so everybody wins here, man. We're all winners, unlike in sports. All right, thank you so much to Sleeper for sponsoring this video. Appreciate you. Hope you guys checked them out. Back to me.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you laughed. Hope you feel motivated and inspired. You can like the video if you want. All right, folks. As some of you know, before I was a world-class YouTuber, I was a Viner. Viner, I hardly know her. If you don't know, Vine was an app where people would make short little videos, and it came out at a time on the internet where consuming video on your phone was like the next big thing, which is crazy to think about now because that's like the main thing we consume on here, right? You're doing it right now. Vine as a concept was so new that like anything on there was automatically funny. Like there were no standards. King Batch with a big spoon? Hilarious. But as time went on and Vine naturally grew in popularity, genuinely funny and talented people started to come out of the woodwork and gain traction on the app. And that allowed us to see what can actually be classified as good content. And I think some people were able to upgrade and adapt their content a little bit to try and stay current with the internet content landscape. But a lot of Viners did not do that right up until its untimely demise. Actually, never mind. I think the demise was perfectly timely. Shame! You know, Viners like Peaks, Dobre Twins, they never really switched their style of Vine-esque humor, ever. And I feel like another person that this applies to is a little boy. Lex, he's not a little boy, he's an adult. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I'm gonna make a commentary video about this little baby, dude. Fuck you, man. Why'd you bite your big brother's finger? Goo goo gaga. Fuck you, Charlie. Now, there was one guy on Vine named Brent Rivera, a name that sends shivers down the spine of any soul brave enough to utter it. A cursed name. Bloody Mary, Brent Rivera. Same number of syllables. Coincidence? I think not. It's a good thing I don't have any syllables in my name. I had them removed last year. Our little tiny buddy Brent has resurfaced in the internet zeitgeist these past few weeks because of a confrontation at a hotel with another YouTuber. We'll get into that later, but all that kerfuffle caused me to go over to Brent Rivera's channel to really take a deep dive and see what he's even doing these days. And what I found on there was truly shocking, so I figured I had to make a video about it. So Brent Rivera is a wildly successful YouTuber with over 25 million subscribers. But like I said, I've been aware of Brent for a long time now. I remember back in the Vine days, me and my friend Jacob, we'd scroll through Brent's Vines and we'd just laugh the night away. Not because they were funny, but they were just so bad.
Oh my god, there she is! She's coming this way. Act natural. Oh, she's walking away. I wasn't natural enough.
And look, my Vines weren't very good either. And also that was like 8 years ago.
People don't forget.
Making content for children when you yourself are a child makes perfect sense. But the interesting thing about Brent is that he never really stopped making content for children. These are some of the videos he was making after Vine shut down. 6 mistakes you'll make on your first kiss. Brent Rivera. First day versus last day of school. Brent Rivera. Weird types of substitutes. Brent Rivera. 6 signs your crush secretly likes you. Brent Rivera. And that one's the craziest. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I stopped using the term crush when I was like 12 years old. Even at that young age, I was still like, you know what? That's a word for baby. Fuck you, Charlie. But not our boy Brent. He was 20 years old when he made that video, dude. And just so you know, he's 25 now. But hey, sure, maybe 20 is an appropriate age to be like, yeah, I got a crush on that girl. But wait, less than a year ago, Touch My Body Challenge. Gone wrong. No more Brent Rivera in the title, so
Who is this guy? And the fucking thumbnail says, there's a crush. That's my crush. I put an arrow. That's my crush right there. She's pointing at my crush. Or maybe that's her name. I don't know. I'm not too savvy in the Brent crew. Maybe that's her name. Crush Bandicoot. It's almost kind of punk, you know, because he's going against the grain. Because like most YouTubers, they grow up, they mature, and so does their content and how they present themselves. But Brent has gone fully just like Peter Pan mode, fully staying the same, only making content for children. On the other side, I do understand adults making content for children. That happens all the time, right? Steve from Blue's Clues. Adults making kid-friendly content is fine, of course. It happens all the time. But Brent operates in this weird world of YouTube where he's making content for children, but the content is not kid-friendly.
Yo, this is not family-friendly at all!
I don't know, just to me, it's just so weird to be 25 and then act like this in your videos.
Alright, so today we are breaking 100 rules in 24 hours.
It reminded me of this Matthew Beam video that I saw called, I built a secret gaming room to hide from my mom. That title made me laugh really hard because, you know, another great way to hide a gaming room from your mother is to move out. But back to Brent. I could talk all day about the Mr. Beastification of his thumbnails and content. I could talk about how weird and overprotective he is of his sister, who he constantly sexualizes for views.
Are you flirting with her? What? Dude, no, dude.
Or I could talk about the terrible song that he put out a few months ago. But that's not what the video is about. But also, it could be. So I am going to talk about the really bad song that he put out. The song that he released is called Little Kids Nowadays. But in order to get, you know, clicks on it, they had to sort of disguise it as just another regular Brent Rivera video, which is honestly Jesus. No, it's not. Genius, I meant. Which is honestly genius. You know, I think more musicians should do this. The new Miley Cyrus music video could have had a crazy fucking thumbnail, and it should have been titled, Liam Hemsworth diss track gone wrong, not clickbait. Stop kissing my sister. I'm Brent Rivera, and I hate that. Brent Rivera. So Brent's song is about how when he was a kid, he used to go outside and play, you know, be outside, enjoy the outdoors. But little kids nowadays, they're always on their phone. They're always on TikTok. Yeah. My favorite part of the song is like the emotional build up to the big final chorus.
Was it lasagna or meatballs?
Dude, this whole song, it's like, yeah, being a kid is different now from when you did it. That has been historically accurate for every single generation. You know what I mean? I don't think you need to make a whole fucking song about it, right? Also, Brent, dude, don't get mad at children for watching YouTube videos all day, because if that wasn't happening, you wouldn't be able to fucking spend $25,000 on your plane tickets, little baby boy Brent. Dude, kids are so fucking weird today, dude. All they do is watch videos. But please, don't stop watching my videos. Also, Brent, you were also on your phone all day as a child, making fucking videos, man. There's literally evidence of it on the internet. You did the same fucking thing these kids are doing right now. So it's like, why are you upset? Why are you making a whole song about it?
Was it lasagna or meatloaf?
While I was doing research for this video, I stumbled upon something pretty funny. So this song came out 6 months ago. But if we go back through his channel just to 3 years ago, we get a video called Little Kids Nowadays, Part 2. And then 4 years ago, we get the original Little Kids Nowadays, which have the exact same observation as the song, but these are just like vlog format.
I feel like little kids nowadays are just like so grown up and so much more mature and technologically advanced than like when I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I used to go outside and play with my friends, play basketball, play hopscotch or something.
And it's so funny because in these videos, the whole observation is like, kids are just on their phone all day. They don't fucking go outside ever. But in the videos, they're outside doing stuff all day. Like most of the one video is them playing basketball. And I know it's silly to nitpick a video that came out fucking so long ago, you know? Like these videos are 4 years old. But so is Brent's audience, so it's fine. Fuck, it's so funny to stick with the same bit for so long. Kids are different now. Things change over time. Is anybody listening to me? But dude, it gets even crazier because remember Vine from earlier in the video? Brent was saying the same shit back then too.
Hey, wanna play some hopscotch with some bubbles?
Now watch me whip.
several vines with the exact same caption, dude. The 3 words little kids nowadays are Brent Rivera's like magnum opus. And it is such a basic observation. And it's so funny to make that observation for like 10 years. Because here's the thing about kids, they grow up. And then a new generation of kids appear. You know, I don't know how they get here, but they show up. Like, how long does nowadays last? You know what I mean? He's been saying this for 10 years, man. I feel like in like 40 years, Brent's gonna be saying the same shit. Little kids nowadays, they're always on TikTok. Dude, we evolved past the need for physical bodies like 10 years ago. Little kids don't even exist anymore. And even as TikTok, what are you talking about? Little kids nowadays, they're always on TikTok. Why do you keep saying that? Hey man, just leave him be. What's wrong with him? A couple years ago, his sister was getting married, and when he saw her husband kiss her, he lost control. And he's been in this catatonic state ever since. That's all he says now. Just agree with him. Okay, he likes that. Alright. Little kids nowadays, they're always on TikTok. Yeah, yeah, I guess you're right. I'm sorry, I feel like I keep getting off track here, but there's so much to cover. So back to the hotel altercation that I mentioned earlier. So Brent Rivera has been under some pretty gnarly backlash recently because he was filming a video at the Stanley Hotel, which is like this famous haunted hotel. They filmed The Shining there. So he was there filming a video at the same time as this other YouTuber named Tyler Oliveira.
Came out of my room and randomly found these 2 girls in the hallway.
Are you guys hired by the Brent Rivera group?
Maybe.
Okay, do you fake your videos?
No. Do you fake your videos?
No.
Yeah, so Tyler obviously instigated everything, but things just kept escalating, and it got to the point where Brent was like making fun of Tyler for like the size of his channel.
Hey, go have fun with your 100 subscribers, bud.
And it pretty much got to the point where Brent got Tyler and his friend like kicked out of the hotel.
I'm sorry, they're gonna come and get you guys. They're gonna kick you out.
That's good pack your stuff, for sure.
I'll link Tyler's video explaining it because that whole situation is crazy. But that whole incident was so fascinating to me because it kind of like peeled back the curtain a little bit to see what type of person Brent is off camera.
Go have fun with your 100 subscribers, bud.
But then I got to thinking, like, is he even a good person when he's on camera? Spoiler alert, the answer is no! Believe it or not, we still haven't even talked about the main reason I wanted to make this video. So I was scrolling through Brent's YouTube videos and I stumbled upon one that really caught my eye. Surviving 24 hours in a city with no laws! And Brent's fucking covered in blood and shit. This guy's fucking breaking a cop car, it says F you. Pretty crazy. And I think this one video perfectly encapsulates the true essence of Brent Rivera's character. So let's watch the video.
We're going to the most dangerous city.
Oh my god!
That's putrid.
I'm actually gonna throw up. You guys shouldn't be here. It's not really safe around here.
Have you seen any like bad things happen here?
All the time, murdered or...
Is it true that there's no laws here?
I don't like being out here, and I carry a gun. I got a shotgun and AR-15 in the car.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The editing makes it seem like the cop went to go get the guns that he was talking about. So yeah, here are all my guns, guys.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is Slab City. It's ranked the most dangerous city in America, and it's rumored to be the only city left with no laws.
Okay, so I'm gonna call bullshit on the no laws thing, because it's a place, has laws. That's like my one thing. I've always said this. If it's a place, it has laws. But let's fact check the other claim, okay? Let's see if Slab City in California is the most dangerous city in America. So I'm just gonna Google most dangerous city in America. Okay, so it's St. Louis, Missouri. Fucking 10 seconds in the video. Already incorrect. Maybe like based on its size, it's the most dangerous because the Wikipedia says there's like 150 people who live in Slab City. So if like one person commits a crime, then yeah, that's a pretty big chunk of the population who are criminals, right? Yeah, Slab City's fucked, man. A guy ran a red light 30 years ago. It's never been the same since. Also, to fact check the no laws thing, federal and state laws still apply in Slab City. You know, you can't just go out there and kill someone and get away with it, you know? Trust me, I've tried. So at the start of the video, Brent is hyping up this video like crazy, and he says that him and his friends are gonna spend 24 hours in Slab City. But his friends aren't gonna wanna go with him because it's oh so scary and oh so dangerous.
But I realized most of my friends wouldn't want to go here.
So, he decides to lie to them.
So I had to lie to them. Okay.
You know how you lie to your friends, right?
So I'm going on this tropical vacation, and I wanted to see if you wanted to come.
Hell no!
No, I'm good.
You down?
No. What's the catch?
There's no catch.
There's no catch.
Nope.
I don't trust you.
Why would I trust you?
Dude, what a terrible life to live. You know? I'm sure none of this is genuine. It's all scripted, obviously, but it seems he's got like a David Dobrik-esque situation here, where in like all of his videos, he's constantly like fucking with his friends and making their life a living hell. So no matter what he says to his friends, they're just like, nah, man, I actually fucking don't trust you. Actually, I don't fuck with you at all. You're actually a weirdo.
We're going to the most dangerous city in America.
What?
Oh man, we're going to St. Louis.
Nobody's excited. And they shouldn't be. With no electricity, no running water, and no law enforcement, they're gonna wish they were anywhere but here.
They're gonna regret coming on this trip with me, because with nowhere to run and no cops to show up an hour late to the crime scene and shoot the dog instead of the criminal, this is finally the week that I'm gonna kill my friends. All that and more on this week's episode of Hey Look, my sister's in a bikini again. Also, there is law enforcement, Brent. You showed us. You showed us at the beginning of the video. First 10 seconds, they're like, here's a cop.
No law enforcement?
There is. Sorry, don't mean to get all Brent out of shape here. But I hate this video. So they walk around screaming about everything they see until they stumbled upon this abandoned building. And this is when something so crazy and so real happens to them.
Hey, you know, you guys shouldn't be here. It's not really safe around here.
Oh, okay.
So obviously they just hired a guy to walk by and say that for the video, because what the fuck? Some random guy in white face paint just walking alone in the desert warning people about how dangerous it is there while nothing dangerous is happening? That's wildly convenient. If that was a real person with like fucking crazy face paint walking alone in the desert that just walked up to you guys, you wouldn't be like, yeah, this place is really dangerous. He'd fucking kill you. So later on in the video, they set up a camp to stay the night, and this is when the cops show up, which is crazy, because I could have sworn he said there wasn't any law enforcement there.
No law enforcement?
I'm pretty sure they also hired this guy to pretend to be a cop as well, because all he does is say how dangerous this place is.
This isn't really like the safest of areas to be camping. You guys sure you want to be?
Dude, like what the fuck is okay, is this place actually dangerous? I don't think it is. The only thing happening in this dangerous city is different people walking around being like, this place is dangerous. This place is so dangerous. This place is dangerous. If that happens this much here, dude, imagine what it's like to walk down the street in St. Louis, Missouri.
Dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. God, it's so dangerous. You know, it's dangerous. It's so dangerous. So dangerous. There better not be a guy walking down the street. It's so dangerous.
But this video's big climax is them sitting around a campfire when some Slab City local, and definitely not an actor hired by Brent, shows up and disrupts their whole scene.
Oh, got the fire. Enjoy it, yo. Some barbecue. We're just having a little campfire.
What y'all doing here?
We're just camping. We're just visiting.
Got a handsome face, man.
Dude. You just had to leave that in, didn't you, Brent? Okay, so you'll be playing the Slab City local. Okay. So at nighttime, just sort of come out to our campfire, you know, just mess everything up, you know, really get up in our business, you know, just knock shit over, you know, call me handsome, you know, it's like, yeah, cool, I could do. Wait, sorry, what was that last part? What's that? Oh, I said like get up in our business? No, you told me to call you handsome? You think I'm handsome? That's not what I said. Look, man, I have so much money from little kids nowadays, and I will pay you some of it to come to the camp, get up in our business, and call me handsome. Got it? Okay, got it. Jeez. Little kids nowadays, you know? I'm 35, so the gang leaves, but not before we get one more mention of how dangerous Slab City is.
Packing up, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. It's a dangerous city.
Okay, dude, we get it. We got it, Brent, okay? It's dangerous. It's a dangerous city and you're handsome. How much more exposition do we fucking need, man? That's like giving the movie Aquaman the whole time they were like,
God, it's pretty wet down here. Ever noticed that? It's kind of wet.
The vlog ends with them eating Chipotle and them talking about how dangerous Slab City was. Or hearing about how dangerous it was. But when in reality, it just wasn't. I feel like every city is dangerous if you're a loud, fucking annoying YouTuber, you know? I did some research, and the usual cause for police response in Slab City is for use of methamphetamines. It's people addicted to a substance, struggling in life, and then cops being like,
oh, you're going downtown for that one.
So it's weird as fuck to go there as a multi-millionaire YouTuber and be like, oh, everything is gross. Everything is gross and weird down here. It's fucked. It's fucked up. If I had to live here, I'd fucking chop my dick off. He never said that in the video, but I can read between the lines. And the thing that just bugs me about this video is that it's not the most dangerous city in America. It's a low-income area forgotten by the government that was supposed to care for its citizens, but failed to. And instead of allocating resources like safe injection sites or community outreach, they send police officers to patrol the area and Border Patrol officers to search Slab City for undocumented immigrants. And I know Brent Rivera's content is for children, and he's not gonna get into those issues, obviously, but I don't know, it's just like a gross angle to like make a whole video about, you know? Like it gives off the same energy as those old videos where it's like stepping on Jordans in the hood prank. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And yeah, this is a common feeling I got when I watch a lot of Brent's videos, because he does videos like $25 plane seat versus $25,000 first class seat, baby. I survived $10 versus $100,000 day with Crush. Got the name drop in there. I survived $50 versus $500,000 vacation. People who live in trailer parks are dirty, but underwater is good. And obviously these videos are fucking all over YouTube. They go to a cheap option and then a really expensive one at the end. They're like, the expensive one's better. That's crazy. And each video Brent makes like this is framed like, it's like a game that like some of his friends, you know, it's randomly selected who's going to go to the cheaper one and who's going to go to the expensive one. But for some reason, Brent always ends up going with the luxurious option. Weird how that happened, but it makes sense. It's his videos. He decides what happens at the end of the day, right? Which is probably why his friends don't trust him. But each one of these videos features Brent having an awesome time, spending all his money, and then showing his friends freaking out that they have to go through general boarding at the airport, or going on a bike ride to Subway for a dinner date, or just staying in a regular-sized room during their vacation. And I know they have to embellish and exaggerate these videos for YouTube, but it's just so fucking annoying watching these people scoff and complain about doing things that most people have to do, you know? That's just a part of traveling, that's a part of their life.
Where we have to sit for 12 and a half hours. I'm sure you live. I'm a small human. Look at my knees.
Oh no, you don't have a lot of leg room. You don't have a lot of leg room in an airplane that's taking you from one part of the earth to the other in a couple hours. No! How are you doing that? How are you surviving?
This very lovely, spacious bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom in the airplane is small? Oh no! No! Of course it is! Of course, it's a bathroom in the sky, you jackass. And dude, in the date video, a tandem bicycle ride to Subway for dinner? That sounds adorable. That is awesome. Bike rides are sick, and so are huge sandwiches. That sounds like an awesome day. And the thing is, that is more than what most people can afford. So fuck you, man. And for her to be pissed off during the whole date, too.
I'm not having fun. I wasted my whole day doing this.
Even if that was a disingenuous reaction for the video, I don't care, because if that's how you told her to act, fuck you again.
Girls do not care how much money a guy spends on a date. Okay?
I disagree. You have to treat them nice.
No, like if a girl likes you, she likes you for you. Like she does not care about money.
What a great message you are sending to your young audience, Brent. But the video that pissed me off the most was the I survived $50 versus $500,000 vacation. Because, dude, Brent, he's vlogging himself and his friends going on this lavish vacation at a resort in Hawaii.
One of us is gonna have $50 to survive in Hawaii.
Which is also a place where the locals have like publicly begged tourists to stop going there. But hey, it's Brent Rivera. Brent do what he wants. Why would he listen to anybody? So they're enjoying the nice hotel room while his sister is staying at this smaller apartment complex. And they go over there to check it out. And this part is like low-key like hard to watch.
Here we have the kitchen area.
Okay. How much money did you actually spend on this place?
All of it.
Okay, so yeah, it's not even that bad of a place. Like there's a whole apartment pretty much, right? Like that's a big space. There's like running water, a fridge, a stove, like everything you would need in a place to like live, you know? But then she drops a fucking bombshell that totally floors the group.
This was the cheapest thing I could get, and I'm living with 200 people.
What? You know them?
What? I've seen one.
Oh, you're doing what?
What? You know them?
I've seen one of them.
What? Oh my god.
No way. That is such a common thing for people traveling, especially young people. Airbnbs, hostels, you know, sharing a space with people so it's like more affordable. That happens all the fucking time and they're acting like she just confessed to a murder.
What?
Huh? You did what?
Oh my god. No way.
And then they start going through the fridge.
Oh my god.
What is that?
I don't even want to know, I don't think.
It's,
oh my god.
What is that?
It's breakfast.
How do you not know that? It's clearly like eggs and sausage. It's a breakfast, man.
Was it lasagna or meatloaf?
Dude, I don't even want to know what that is. Me personally, I had a skateboard for breakfast.
Is that your leftovers, Lexi?
No, that came with the place.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do you a favor.
What a fucking piece of shit. I'm pretty sure this is someone's home and they're like renting out a room for her to stay in their house. And then these fucking assholes walk in, they're like, oh, this place is gross. What is this otherworldly food I've never seen before? Better throw it out. And then he throws out a stranger's food. Man. That's so fucked up, man. And like, dude, imagine being the person living in this home who's being generous enough to open their home to someone. And then picture that person watching this video. I didn't throw them out, dude. Those are my grandpa's leftovers.
No, I know.
Okay? It's from his favorite breakfast spot. He passed before he got a chance to eat them.
Well, I don't know where they could be.
And I haven't had the heart to throw them away. Okay, they're the last piece that I have, showing me that a part of him is still here.
I know.
Okay, and now they're gone. I didn't throw them out. Trust me, I would not have done that.
Okay, well, we'll find them.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. You're gonna want to watch this video.
Oh my god.
What is that?
I don't even want to know. I don't think.
That's not food. Put it back. You were not eating that.
Is that your leftovers, Lexi?
No, that came with the place.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna do you a favor.
They just threw it out?
This literally looks like a jail cell.
Well, surely they regret doing this, right? Dude, I don't know. This video that I'm making right now, this is much longer than I wanted it to be. I just thought I'd make a little silly video about Brent, but I feel like the rabbit hole just kept going deeper and deeper. So I'm sorry this video is so long, but I just get so frustrated when someone has such a massive audience of young, impressionable little kids nowadays, and then with that level of influence, they make a bunch of lazy, derivative,
ugly, yellow,
consumerist, vapid bullshit, and then go on to act like they're doing the Lord's work when someone calls them out.
Do you fake your videos?
No. Do you fake your videos?
No.
And I think Brent is like actively perpetuating harmful ways of thinking, especially for children. And it just makes no sense to me, especially with his sentiment. So Brent, don't complain about little kids nowadays being materialistic or vain, because if they are acting that way, it's your fault.
No.
So what's the most dangerous city in America? Any city that Brent Rivera is in, okay? Watch out. But no matter what city you're in, you should be able to watch the TV shows and movies that you want to watch. And that is possible with ExpressVPN, the sponsor of this video. ExpressVPN lets you hide your location online. Dude, look at all of these servers in all of these different countries, and you can choose to appear from any one of them. And why would you want to do something like that, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Have you ever gone to Netflix and wanted to watch The Office, but it's not there? Well, here's a little hack for you. If the show title appears here in white, that means Netflix does actually have what you're looking for, but it's just not available in your country. So just go online, look up which country Netflix it's on, and then use ExpressVPN to change your location to that country, and you'll have it. Here, let me show you. The Office, for example, is available in Canada. So you just have to change your location to a server in Canada, and now you can watch The Office, dude. It's really that simple. And it's not just for Netflix. ExpressVPN works for pretty much every streaming service. Dude, just last week, I was in London for my wife's birthday, and we wanted to watch the new episode of Drag Race on Crave. But the show wasn't available in London, so all we had to do was switch to a Canadian server, and we were watching the new episode of Drag Race, man. So if it wasn't for ExpressVPN, we would have had to wait like a week to watch the newest episode, and that would have been terrible, because if you watch Drag Race, you know people love to spoil that show immediately. ExpressVPN is really an awesome product, and I've been using it on all my devices for years now, and changing your location to access shows and movies is great, but they also have like a bunch of other benefits as well, so it's just can't recommend them enough. And the best part is they hooked me up with a special offer just for you guys. Just go to expressvpn.com/CurtisTown, and you can get 3 extra months of ExpressVPN for free. The link is also down in the description as well, so what are you waiting for? Okay, click it and give them a try. Go see what you've been missing. Okay, thank you, ExpressVPN. Love you. Back to me. All right, well, fuck, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 mysterious breakfast that I've never seen before in my life. You can leave a comment, let me know what you thought about this whole thing. Let me know what you think about Brenty Boy. You can press the subscribe button if you want, because as soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. And if you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor. So you have to be nice to me. It is the law. But that's the only law in Kurtistown. Okay, there is one law. So we got one up on Slab City. You can check the description for my Instagram, my Twitter, my podcast, my gaming channel, all that bullshit that I do. I'm going on tour. That's pretty cool. I don't know. All right, thanks for watching. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. I have to go aimlessly wander the streets of Toronto and tell people how dangerous it is. So, sorry. Peace.
Heyo, I'm Jake Paul from Bizarre Bar, and you're watching
Kurtis Conner.
Oh, no looker. First ever. Oh.
Kurtis Conner.
Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting. So do it. Folks! All right, Disney fans. Cover your Mickey Mouse ears. I'm about to get controversial. Not really. That's not what this video is going to be. I just kind of wanted to make that Mickey Mouse ears joke. So we all know Disney, right? The multi-billion-dollar entertainment company started by a man named Walt Disney in the 1920s that's responsible for some of the most popular iconic movies of all time. They own Pixar and Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm and 21st Century Fox and pretty much everything else. That's Disney. Disney films actually played a huge role in my childhood, and I'm sure they played a huge role in yours as well. I had an extensive VHS collection of all the old animated Disney movies, and I would watch Fox and the Hound like every other day, dude. Cried every time. And I also went to Disney World in Florida when I was 3 years old, and I don't remember a second of it. I don't remember anything of it at all, because I was 3 years old. So it's a good thing my parents spent all that money. And I'll admit it, okay? Disney knows how to make a good movie. Have you seen Minutemen? It's a goddamn masterpiece, okay? That film should be projected on a wall in the Louvre. All right, I Louvre it. And since people hold these Disney movies so close to their hearts, some people really go all out with their admiration for the Walt Disney Company well into their adulthood. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Unfortunately, the only definition I could find for Disney adults was on Urban Dictionary, so apologies in advance. So according to Urban Dictionary, a Disney adult is a millennial adult with or without kids that can't stop talking about Disney, including the movies and the parks. Even if they do have kids, they're still way more obsessed with it than their kids ever would be. They probably engage in casual Disney bounding, which we'll talk about later, and visit the theme parks at least once a year. They're obsessed with everything Disney and probably have a Mickey Mouse bumper sticker and or tattoo. One of the most terrifyingly intense people you'll ever encounter. Okay. Now that's a problem with Urban Dictionary. No one can just give a definition, you know? They always have to like throw their own opinion in there at the end. Could you imagine if like Webster's Dictionary did that? You look up the definition of peanut and it says, the oval seed of a South American plant, widely roasted and salted and eaten as a snack. I don't like them. I'm allergic. But you can get the general public's opinion based on that definition alone. People just think Disney adults are weird and cringy. And a few years ago, I for sure would have made a video just, you know, roasting these people, goofing on them. Because, you know, silly adult, Disney for kids. But dude, I'm 27, you know, I'm an adult. I feel like instead of just making fun of something I don't understand, it's better for me to just try to understand it and then make fun of it. Because I'll admit it, some Disney adults do weird things. Like here's a hypothetical thing a Disney adult might do. Like maybe they'll make a TikTok about trying all the water from inside the park and they'll grade it 1 to 10 and they'll include all the gross fountains with pennies in it and rivers and shit. And then they'll get banned from Disney because obviously that's the weirdest thing you could ever do. That's just a thing that might happen, but no one would actually ever do that, right? It'd be insane.
I just got banned by Disney.
So folks, today we are going to take a close look at the world of Disney adults, and I'm going to try my best to understand why they do the things that they do. Disclaimer, if you are a Disney adult, please don't get mad at me. Fair warning, I might take the piss out of it a little bit in this video because I still want this to be a little funny. But at the end of the day, seriously, I just want to learn. I just want to see what all the fuss is about, okay? So without further ado, let's see what's up. Like the movie. Okay, so when you search Disney adults on Google Trends, pretty stagnant up until about September 2009, which is actually right around the time where Disney acquired Marvel Entertainment. So my guess is that articles were using the term Disney and the word adults like more often than usual when they were writing about this. So it's a little tough to find the actual origin of the term Disney adult, but I mean, pretty obvious as adults. What else do you call adults obsessed with Disney, right? Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Losers, I'm kidding. Obviously, Disney movies aren't just for kids, I know that. Don't look up Disney adult films though, that's probably a bad idea. Or maybe it's a good idea. Who knows? Most Disney movies like actually include jokes that like only adults will understand, you know? Like this one.
I have over 30 accessories and I deserve more respect.
Ah, that's better. Hey, no one takes my wife's mouth except me.
Mr. Potato Head? More like Mr. Potato Getting Head. But those jokes aside, I feel like Disney movies are just good, except for Cars 2, which was great. Disney knows how to tell a good story, and they really know how to tackle these emotional and complex issues and ideas. Even when there aren't any humans in the actual movie, their stories are always very human. And we can all relate to them, which is genius because it appeals to kids because it's silly, you know, goofy, it's bright, it's nice to look at, but it also appeals to the adults who are the ones that are going to be spending the money on movie tickets and streaming service subscriptions and t-shirts and action figures and lightsabers and cruise ship vacations and theme park tickets and just fucking everything else that Disney sells. But when it comes to Disney parks, I'm sure the parents are down to go too, right? Because it's like, yeah, sure, my kids get to go play on the rides. I liked the movies as well. And also they have beer there. So I'll get a little buzz. And then maybe I'll get a little buzz. Like, could you imagine if any of the weird, like, kids content channels on YouTube started a theme park? Fucking Johnny Land? Yeah, like anybody would ever go to a Spider-Man and Elsa theme park. Oh, wait. People don't really have an issue with parents going to Disneyland with their kids, but when an adult who doesn't have kids goes to Disney like every week, they dress up for it, they have Disney memorabilia, and their whole life revolves around Disney, that's what people seem to have a problem with. And obviously, the main group of people who are Disney adults are millennials. And you know what? Especially in like the last year or two, the hate towards millennials has been pretty gnarly. Deserved though. I'm a millennial. I'm not proud of it. I'm trying to quit. And it is extremely millennial or chuggy to be a Disney adult. Honestly, dude, the lengths these Disney adults go to show their love for Disney is honestly pretty impressive. For example, there's this thing called Disney bounding that we heard about in the definition, where people will take inspiration from a certain Disney character and incorporate that into their outfit that they wear to a Disney park. So say you want to dress up like Goofy. You know, maybe you throw on an orange shirt and a yellow cardigan and a green hat, and there you go, dude. You look goofy as hell in like a nice way. They have to do like subtle costumes because obviously if you pull up to a Disney park in like a full Sully fursuit, some little kid's gonna be like, oh,
you work here because you're dressed up like Sully. Can I get a photo?
And they maybe say,
no, fuck off, kid. I don't want to take a photo.
And that kid cries and then the parents complain to Disney. So it's a whole thing. No furries at Disney, I guess. And dude, I get why people poke fun at this stuff. I understand. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I've never, thought this was a silly thing to do. But honestly, man, looking at it now, whatever floats your boat. Or whatever touches your butt. Like when I see photos and videos of Disney adults like at Disney, I don't think I've ever achieved that level of happiness, right? What's that like? What is that like? They're way happier than I will ever be. And it's not hurting anybody. Or is it? There is a bunch of criticisms towards Disney adults. So I figured we'd go over the main 3 that I think people have against them and see if they're warranted. Number 1. Devoting your life to a corporation. There are people out there who think it's a little odd to devote so much of your life and identity to one of the biggest corporations in the world. And some could go as far as, saying the very concept of Disney adults could be pulled right out of a dystopian sci-fi novel. And honestly, I can see where they're coming from a little bit. There's something almost Orwellian about a group of people buying everything related to a corporation, dressing like the characters, getting engaged at the company's theme park, and sort of forming a symbiotic relationship with a business. Orwellian is a word. I had to Google to make sure. But again, I'm trying to be as open-minded as I can. This isn't my cup of tea, but if it makes someone happy, who am I to say it's bad, right? If there was a Legend of Zelda theme park by my house, I'd go every single day, okay? So I get it. Criticism number 2, Disney's problematic past and present, and future, probably. So when you're a corporation as big as Disney, you're gonna get caught up in a few scandals. I think it's inevitable. You don't become one of the biggest companies in the world without a complete lack of business ethics. Let's go over just a few controversies that Disney has had. They've used countless offensive stereotypes and imagery in their movies over the years. A total of 29 animals died either on the way to Disney's Animal Kingdom or while they were there. Pixar's John Lasseter was accused several times of sexual harassment over the course of more than a decade. A 4-year-old who died of leukemia was a huge Spider-Man fan, and his father wanted to put Spider-Man on his dead son's headstone, but Disney refused, stating that its denial would help preserve the innocence and magic of its characters. And oh yeah, Disney tried to trademark the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, the holiday. They tried trademarking that because Pixar was working on a movie that featured the holiday, and they wanted to sell Day of the Dead themed merchandise. Disney tried to trademark a fucking holiday. Hey, I know you've been celebrating Day of the Dead for like thousands of years, and it's really important, like personally and culturally, but how much? Can I have it? I want to make a t-shirt. And of course, there's that whole thing about Walt Disney being anti-Semitic and how he froze himself, and then Disney made the movie Frozen, so when people search Walt Disney Frozen, the movie pops up instead of articles about Walt Disney being frozen. In The Lion King, there's the sex written in the stars. And there's also this weird clip from Aladdin. Good, can you just take off the... There's the topless woman in the background of that one scene in The Rescuers, the penis on the Little Mermaid cover, and the hard penis in the Little Mermaid marriage scene. There's a lot. And all of this is terrible, I know, but the worst thing Disney has ever done is this.
Oh, hey, Dixie and Noah.
Hey, Disney Parks TikTok.
While we have you here, we just have to know, what is your favorite Disney Park snack?
Mine's probably the spicy pickle.
Mine's gotta be the Frosty Parfait.
No cap. See you real soon. No cap.
Obviously, like, the racism and stuff is worse than that video, but I had to see it, so now you had to see it. And the other main critique is sort of the environmental impact of the Walt Disney Company. When it comes to the parks, Disney is actively like trying to lower the impact and energy consumption of their parks, which is good. You know, they got a whole page about it on their website, but they do produce a lot of plastic and textile waste to make toys and merchandise, and they don't have anything about that on the website. I feel like that's what people are upset about. Like, Disney adult critics don't understand how someone can support a big corporation like that just to have a fun day at a theme park, you know? But really, man, you could say that about anything. Drinking coffee is fucking terrible for the environment. Am I gonna stop? Absolutely not. No fucking chance, man. I like the way it makes me feel. Am I a shitty person for that? I honestly don't think so. Also, Disney owns fucking everything, so it's inevitable, okay? You're gonna be supporting them some way. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism, so you might as well just let people enjoy the things that they like, right? Unless it's like clubbing seals. You know what I mean? Clubbing with seal, that'd be pretty fun. Okay, so now we have like the surface level definition of Disney adults and the main criticisms, but I think it's time we go a little deeper. Okay, so I needed a way to structure all the things that I wanted to talk about in this video. So I made this Disney adult iceberg. If you aren't familiar with the iceberg format, it's like basic level stuff, like surface level stuff at the top, right? The further you go down, the more extreme it gets. Fucking everybody's doing kickflips at the bottom. It's fucking extreme. So we'll start at the top, you know, very basic Disney adult stuff. And then we'll go all the way to the bottom and we'll see how much we can take. So the first one I put, watched Disney movies growing up and watches the occasional Pixar film. I feel like this is like very like base level of being an adult who enjoys Disney. I think I would put myself in this category because I like the Disney movies and I watch the occasional new Pixar film. I've also seen every single MCU movie, and Marvel's owned by Disney, so I guess I'm a fucking Disney adult in that sense. Dang, comic book nerds. Sorry. You're Disney adults, unless you like DC. Maybe that stands for Disney Comics, who knows? Okay, so next level deeper. We got sees every single Disney movie, goes to the park every few years, has a pair of Mickey Mouse ears but doesn't wear them. I think this is like the natural progression. You know, this person is on like the outskirts of becoming a Disney adult, but never like actually made the commitment. I just picture them like behind a chain link fence being like, that should be me. And one level deeper, now we're starting to get into like muddy waters, I guess you could say. For this next level, I put goes to the park as much as possible, has at least one Disney themed tattoo, might even have a Disney Instagram account. And I'd say this is the cutoff of like casual Disney fan and like full on Disney adult, and we're only at the halfway point, so that's, I should fucking tell you something right there. And I feel like this level of the iceberg makes up the majority. They either have the fucking Disney castle outline, Tinkerbell, or the Mickey Mouse logo tattooed. For sure one of those. I mean, if you got these tattoos, no shade or anything. Well, actually, no, there might be shading on the tattoo, but no tea. How about that? Unless you got the teapot tattoo from Beauty and the Beast. No offense. I'm in absolutely zero position to be judging anybody's tattoos. But yeah, maybe this person also has a Disney-themed Instagram account, like a side one maybe, or maybe just post Disney-themed stuff on their main Instagram account. Photos in front of the castle, all that shit. All right, now we're in the bottom half. This is where it starts to get a little spicy, and I'll be spending more time on these levels going forward because there's just more I have to cover within them. So this next level, I labeled it Die Hard Disney Fan. Cosplays in their spare time and Disney bounds at the parks. Has a cat named Simba for sure. So I think this level is like the exaggerated, like stereotypical person that you would picture in your head when someone says Disney adult. Like dudes in this category totally take selfies like this. I also imagine people in this level also want to be cast members at Disney. And how the fuck have we not talked about this yet? Let's talk about this yet. Employees at Disney parks are called cast members. Ooh. From Monsters, Inc. Bro, I fucking hate when companies do shit like that. They give you this special title to make you seem like you're super important, but they literally do not give a fuck about you at all. Yeah, maybe I am projecting because I used to work at Starbucks and they called us partners, which is just so goddamn disrespectful. Am I fighting crime at work? No. I'm getting bullied by a tween. I'm an employee. Literally, you're just a number to them. Dude, I literally had a partner number when I worked at Starbucks. It was like 171219 or something because I was like the 170,000th person that got a job there. But yeah, for sure, Starbucks, I'm special. Sorry, back to the iceberg. That was my impression of the Titanic. Let's get back to the thing. Okay, so this next level is where I start to feel a little odd about Disney adults. All the other stuff is fine, whatever. But these next two levels are just very weird. To me, Disney wedding and honeymoon spends every anniversary at the park but doesn't have any kids. I'm sorry, dude. I know everyone has their taste, but I just think spending 25 grand to get married in front of the Tower of Terror, it's a little weird. And that's just the venue rental fee, by the way. It's gonna be way more. I just think if you have that kind of money to do a huge wedding at Disney, simply don't do a huge wedding at Disney, right? Go somewhere beautiful. Don't go to Orlando. What the fuck are you doing? Again, people can do whatever they want with their money and they can do whatever the hell they want on their wedding day. Personally, I wouldn't want to get married in the same place some little brat pissed his fucking sweatpants and puked up a bunch of cotton candy only hours earlier. Don't get married at a place where cargo shorts are the main garment of choice. How about that? Dude, it would also suck way more if you got divorced after a Disney wedding, bro. You wouldn't even be able to watch a Star Wars movie without being reminded of your ex-wife.
Anakin, may the force be with you.
Divorce? And also, dude, a Disney honeymoon seems like a nightmare to me. Honeymoon's supposed to be like nice and relaxing and straight up, it's just a sex holiday, right? That's what honeymoons are. A place you go and you bone, right? But I don't think there's anything that makes you want to have sex less than being surrounded by a bunch of screaming, crying children all day. Oh, so that's what'll happen if we... Okay, yeah, let's get separate rooms. But folks, that's not even the worst of it. There is one final level to this Disney adult iceberg. This is the deepest it goes, to my knowledge, and to me, this is the weirdest thing a Disney adult can do. Completely consumed by Disney. They live on Disney property, they go to the park every single day, they live to serve their merciless god, Mickey Mouse. So this is actually what made me want to talk about Disney adults in a video, because I found something on YouTube that was just so fucking crazy to me that I had to share it with people if you didn't know about it. There is a neighborhood called Golden Oak that is described as an upscale residential community within the Walt Disney World Resort in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. So yeah, if you love Disney, what's better than living right beside the park? Living inside the park.
This is Golden Oak, an Imagineer-designed community of homes built by Disney within the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Is that not fucking crazy to you? Why would you do that? It's just like the point I made when I was talking about the wedding. These homes are like in the millions. They're from like 2 million to like 10 million. And if you have that sort of money to buy a house, why the fuck would you get one inside of an amusement park? You goofball. The worst thing about it, dude, the houses aren't even that nice. Cause you know why? They're all fucking Disney themed. Of course! I found one YouTube channel that they're like moving into this neighborhood and they're kind of like vlogging their whole process. And they made a video about when they were like touring different houses. So let's take a look at some clips from that video.
So we were able to film the outside, and every single house has these gold plaques that say like the family's name on them, and they're all custom made when the family moves in. And I feel like all of the details like that are what make that neighborhood.
Seems like a cult, okay.
In the house though, there was all these touches from, you know, the Mickey fountain outside and all of the Mickey details in the railing and the chandeliers that were shaped like fireworks.
Bro, that's so ugly. I'm sorry, that's hideous. Could you imagine just cut to the bathroom and she was like, yeah, there's the Mickey Mouse bidet. It's actually just a man in a Mickey Mouse outfit. He's kind of just spits water in your asshole. But don't worry. He's a cast member. Like, these houses are just like the most sad mom on Pinterest houses you could possibly find. It's just all white walls, white floors, snow white ceilings. Like, everything is just white. And I'm gonna take a guess and say that the neighborhood is as well. Let's keep going.
These houses are like next level, but not like Disney paraphernalia and Disney like kind of threw up on it, like classy Disney.
That's my fucking favorite shot in the whole video. Yeah, it's not like in your face or anything. It's classy. It's classy Disney. You see this fucking Woody on your ceiling? Classy.
Classy Disney. There was an elevator, and the glass at the back of the elevator was all of the Beauty and the Beast stained glass theme. It was exceptionally gorgeous.
I honestly, like, I can't fucking believe this. Like, this seems like a bit. Like, they're doing a weird, like, sketch. Like, a really, like, high-level satirical, like, commentary on, like, capitalism and consumerism. But it's real, man. It's fucking real life. God, I hope you guys are as weirded out as I am, or I'm gonna feel like an asshole. This is just way overboard to me. Like I said earlier, if there was a Legend of Zelda theme park, I'd go there all the fucking time. But if this house was Zelda themed, I wouldn't like Zelda anymore. But anyways, the girl making this video, she's like commentating throughout the whole thing. You know, she's like talking about the house and everything she saw and stuff. And she seems nice, right? But there's this one clip at the end, and I think it like totally describes the type of person who would want to move into Golden Oak.
I wanted to share that with you guys. If you ever have a big goal that you want to achieve, go freaking check it out. Like, go look at it in person. Like, if you want to, I don't know, move to Hawaii, go visit Hawaii. Like, go see it. It'll make the dream that much more real. And that's what I told Andre.
Oh, the doy. Oof, it's that easy, huh? I never really thought of it like that. You know, I've always thought it'd be cool to sort of fly around, you know, be able to fly, take to the skies, if you will. Maybe I should just jump off of my roof, start flapping my arms and see what happens. I don't want to make an assumption about this person, but like, I don't know, dude. When you hear people say shit like that, you know they're just so far removed from the real world. People can't just go to Hawaii, man. People also can't just drop $10 million on a house inside of a theme park. I can't believe that's a sentence I just said. I don't know, dude. I just think the whole concept of living inside a gated community inside of a theme park that was created by Walt Disney, it's just really scary to me, and I don't like it. Like, could you imagine living in a fucking Spike TV house?
Can you fart so hard your balls explode?
Okay, never mind. That'd be tight. But the Disney house in the Disney park, it's too far for me. The House of Mouse was a show, not a suggestion. But you know what? I think we've taken a pretty good look at all the different levels of Disney adults. But this is just from my perspective, you know, an outsider looking in. You know, if I'm going to truly understand Disney adults, I need to talk to one face to face. So let's go do that. Come on. Come on.
Live, it's Saturday night, or maybe not. There's a good chance you're watching this on literally any other night of the week, or it could be during the day, I don't know. Starring Kurtis Conner. This is the talk show where we learn all things Disney adult. It's Disney on Ice. Hello everyone, welcome to Disney on Ice. No affiliation with Disney on Ice. I'll be honest, this is just a crazy coincidence, okay? For legal reasons, I will say I had no idea that a name existed. All right, this, of course, is a show where we sit down, we talk to a real-life Disney adult and find out what they're all about, you know? Because I could blab about it all day, but, you know, I think it's better if we hear it from the horse's mouth. That's right. Give it up, everyone, for the horse from Tangled.
Yeah, I'm not the horse from Tangled. I'm Isaac.
Oh, sorry, Isaac. Sorry, folks. That's next week's episode. Well, you'll have to tune in for that. Studio audience, give it up for Isaac. Give it up. Wow. You know, they're expecting the horse, but this is even better.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if you can tell, I'm wearing a Camp Rock t-shirt to celebrate Disney.
Oh, much respect. Demi Lovato's big break in the DCOM world.
So yeah, I guess really quick, if you, for the people at home who aren't familiar with you or what you do you want to give like a brief description of what you're all about, I suppose?
Sure. So over the last 5 years or so, I've been making videos about Disney. I started off making videos about Star Wars, and slowly over time I realized there was a big opportunity. There wasn't a lot of people talking about Disney feature animation and Pixar, and now I talk about DreamWorks as well. And so I break down different characters and theories and different plot holes to try to appreciate and spread the magic of Disney as much as I can through my content.
You nailed it. What is it about Disney in particular that kind of keeps, making you come back? What sort of keeps you attracted to, well, not attracted to, that's the wrong word. What keeps you coming back to Disney?
I think the thing about Disney for me is that it was something that I always grew up with, and I've kind of grown to appreciate it more as I've gotten older. Whereas when I was young, I appreciated the movies and the theme parks, mainly just because of I just liked all of the characters and how bright it was and exciting the stories became, especially at the 90s with all the dark villains. And with the theme parks, it was always so fun with all of the rides, and it felt so immersive. And now that I'm an adult, I can appreciate them more because I get to see the artistry behind it all. And I get to understand where that's coming from and how it can be able to resonate with people all around the world.
I actually found out about you through a video that you made. It was sort of in response to a podcast by Wisecrack. They did an episode about, they were talking about Disney adults, and their take was, I assume it's like a comedy podcast, but the take seemed pretty lazy to me. It was just like, they're just idiots. They need to grow up. They need to be sad like I am. Come on. Yeah, do you kind of want to go like briefly over like their main points and like what you had to say against them?
Their focus around the idea that Disney adults were kind of this weird thing that was kind of gross. These people that kind of just, mainly focused on the parks specifically, was just that why are these young people coming to the parks and taking away experiences from younger people?
I don't know, like if I was the parents, let's say, and I'm taking my kids to Disney, and we had to wait to get on a ride because a bunch of goddamn 37-year-olds are all like getting emotional to get on the teacups or whatever. I'm just a little pissed. I'm like, hey, you had your shot at childhood. Get out of the way right now.
And they just kind of used a lot of language that made it seem like it was something like really harmful to society, or was a complete waste of time, or was kind of like a dangerous type of individual that would engage with Disney as an adult. It kind of riled me up, and so I made like an hour-long response to their discussion about it, pretty much explaining that it seems like, that it was a bad take, that they went with a really dark extreme of examining it.
Yeah, it was they like painted Disney adults out to be these like ghouls, like weird people you should be like afraid of. You don't seem like a dangerous person to me. And that's a compliment. You seem like a very sweet person.
Oh, thank you.
Piggybacking off of that a little bit, in sort of Disney adults and like Disney fandom, do you think some people take it a little too far? Have you ever seen like a Disney fan and you're like, whoa, okay, hold up, Or have you always just been like, that's all good,
The ways that I'm like, I don't necessarily know if I would want to do that are just kind of things that I just wouldn't do in general. For example, like people get tattoos of like Disney characters on themselves, and I'm like, oh, that's something I'm not interested in, but like I don't have any tattoos. I don't really plan on getting tattoos. So those types of lines are things that I don't necessarily see as like a societal issue or something that's a big deal.
Yeah, I didn't really have an issue with too much of it, but once I found out about golden oak, that really weirded me out for some reason. But it's like same thing, you know. If they're happy, sure, you know.
Yeah, and that's just kind of this weird thing. Like the history of golden oaks is this. It's this thing where like Walt Disney wanted to make a community in Walt Disney World. That was his big idea for his Florida project, was to actually build a experimental community where he could have full control over it. And so then it just kind of like became this project that Disney eventually did where they made it on property, but then it's kind of like sanctioned off because Disney still wants full control over their property, and it gets weird when there's actually people living there. So it's just this kind of, I can understand that at that point.
Okay, as we're wrapping up, I think what's one thing that you would want people to learn from my video? Like, what's one like common misconception that people have towards Disney adults that you would want to see people change their mind about?
I think the thing that I would want people to be able to take away about Disney adults is just the idea that, like, appreciating the art that's come out of Disney, whether it be the theme parks or the animated movies or the other properties like Marvel or Star Wars, is just that it's a passion that people have just like any other. I don't think it's wildly different from people going to experience a closed-off, all-inclusive resort. And so I think there's just a lot of parallels. I mean, even the idea of going to a sports game and getting the jersey and getting excited about what you're about to see, and maybe even having season passes, it feels very in line with someone who wears the ears or collects pins or does something like that and wants to go to the theme parks because they live near them, or wants to go because it's a place that means a lot to them, in a similar way that people get excited about other things that they care about.
Yeah, that's a great point. People literally start riots in the street when their sports team loses. So
yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a riot started because of like Snow White.
No.
I don't think that's ever happened. No. Okay, well, that wraps up the first episode of Disney on Ice. Again, no affiliation with Disney on Ice. For legal reasons, I feel like I need to say that. But yeah, thank you so much to Isaac for coming on. The first, maybe the last episode of this segment. Where can people find you?
Best place to find me is on my YouTube channel. It's just my name, Isaac Carlson. So definitely go check it out if you like, discussing about Disney and Disney movies.
All right, thanks again, Isaac. Thanks for tuning in. And I guess we'll go back to me. Well, what did we learn today? I think we learned Disney adults are people, just like you and me. Who knows why people like the things that they like? Maybe someone's childhood was garbage, so the childlike and carefree environment that Disney portrays is really comforting and makes people feeling that they didn't get to feel when they were a kid, So if that helps them cope with how shitty life can be, I'm all for it, man. Life can fucking suck sometimes. I've also seen a lot of comments in response to people criticizing Disney adults, saying that Disney parks can be a place of comfort and solace for people like on the spectrum. I couldn't find any like studies or articles about that, but I've seen a lot of comments about that from people on the spectrum. So it's not nice to assume stuff unless you live in Golden Oak. Then yeah, I'm going to assume stuff.
Classy Disney.
There's videos and photos going around on the internet recently of people crying when Disneyland reopened finally after a year of being closed. And obviously it was just people making fun of them, being like, wait, they gotta grow up. What's wrong with these people, man? Why are they crying?
Bunch of losers, if you ask me.
And like, I don't know, man. I feel like these are trying times. These are special circumstances, right? We've all been inside for the past year. People have like lost loved ones. They've lost their fucking jobs. I'd cry too if I was allowed to go to a theme park. Oh my God, that seems like a dream. Yeah, and speaking of like losing jobs, those crying people could be cast members, that are finally getting their job back. And that can be life-changing, obviously. It's emotional. Or maybe they lived in Golden Oak and they were homeless for a year because they weren't allowed inside the park. I don't know.
Classy Disney.
But in conclusion, Disney adults, they're fine. Just leave them alone unless they live in Golden Oak. Then I guess still leave them alone because it's a gated community. You're not allowed to go in there.
Classy Disney.
But straight up, on the real,
I'm getting sort of tired of this Disney monopoly, okay? Not like a board game. Does that exist? Disney Monopoly? Disney already owns everything, okay? They can't own adults too. So from this day forward, I am declaring myself a DreamWorks adult. Yeah, Disney, now what? I'm gonna build a Shrek-themed house in Madagascar, and I'm gonna have a Megamind bidet with a Boss Baby portrait in my in-home elevator, and I'll build my own fucking DreamWorks theme park, and I'll have an epic wedding, and the fish from Shark Tale is gonna officiate it. Officiate it. Whoa! Like a fish. Dude, these jokes write themselves. So drop a like if you're also a DreamWorks adult with me, because we gotta fight back. Skadoosh. All right, that video was awesome. But you know what's more awesome? Today's sponsor. Yo, dude, did you hear about that new phone they just dropped? Oh, please. I got a phone drop right here for you. Whoa, hold on. Your phone is still in pristine condition. How? Because this video is sponsored by Rhino Shield. The super durable and stylish phone cases, duh. Oh. Folks, usually phone cases that promise you impact protection are the size and shape of a cinder block, but Rhino Shield cases are stylish with tons of customization options on top of giving you extreme impact protection. Rhino Shield has collaborated on collections with NASA, the NBA, League of Legends, PewDiePie, and many other big names. So you know they're making top quality products, guys. Like I said a few seconds ago, Rhino Shield cases are highly customizable. There are various case styles like the modular Mod NX case that lets you swap out the back plate so you can switch up designs whenever you want. There's a classic solid suit case and a bunch of others. Also, all phone cases have changeable buttons so you can get the perfect phone case of your dreams. Besides all the awesome collaboration collections, there are hundreds of cool in-house designs available, or you can design your own case with your photos, name, text, whatever the heck you want. Or if you just like to keep it simple, they have tons of sleek, minimalistic cases, like classic black, carbon fiber, leather, and more. So you'll have a case that looks just how you want it. But the coolest part about Rhino Shield is their extreme impact protection. Especially when you pair a Rhino Shield phone case with their 3D impact screen protector, your phone's gonna be tough as nails. And it's also gonna be pretty as nails. Oh yeah! Look at me drop this gorgeous phone case on the hard ground all willy-nilly. You see? Still looks brand spanking new. So if you're a klutz or a goof or even just a regular human, you don't have to worry about breaking your phone and spending a bunch of money to get a new one if you drop it on the ground. Thing won't break. This thing won't break. So if this sounds good to you, and I don't know why it wouldn't, click the link in my description and use code Kurtis for 20% off in the first 48 hours of this video. And if you use the code Kurtis after the first 48 hours of this video, then you get 10% off. So act fast. Thank you to Rhino Shield for sponsoring this video. Hope you guys check them out because you'll not only be getting a great product, but you'll also be helping me out a bunch. So everybody wins here. Okay, thanks so much. Back to me. All right. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button, because if you press a like, that means you're a DreamWorks adult, and we need more. We need more of you, okay? We need to rally together. It takes teamwork to make the dream works. You can press the subscribe button, because as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world. It's better than Golden Oak. And I'm the mayor, but you have to be nice to me. It's the law. You can check the description for the other things I do. My Instagram, Twitter, my Twitch, gaming channel, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. All that stuff is down there. Also, yeah, go check out Isaac's channel. Sweet, sweet, sweet guy. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I would stick around. Trust me, I really would, but I have to go. There is a cast member in my bathroom with a mouthful of water, and I got a dirty butt. Bye-bye.
Classy Disney.